Okay, so you all awake in Bubbles' room in her little cottage. Lizzie, what do you do when you wake up?
I think I don't know. I might be one of the first ones up, but I'll let the others speak whether they're early risers or not. But we're in Brookie's house, Bubbles' house.
Same diff.
I'd probably see if there's any way I can just make some breakfast tea for everybody.
Okay, yeah, there would be ingredients for that lying around.
Yeah. For when everyone wakes up. But she would also be just glancing out the window just to make sure that the owl was gone and there was no more suspicious glowing creatures anymore.
Lovely. Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, Wynne, as you smell the smells of a nice yummy breakfast, what would you do as you wake up?
She is going to gently kind of just ooh, stretching. The sun is shining. She's not thinking about what's happening today. She's thinking about that beautiful smell that's coming from the kitchen. And I think she's going to get really excited, but then she's going to remind herself not to be too rough. And she's going to go to wake Bubble up. Very gently.
5 more minutes! 5 more minutes! I love that.
Okay, dear. But just know that there's a delicious breakfast waiting on the other side of those 5 minutes. And she's going to step out of bed and go, investigate. See exactly what's cooking.
Perfect. To Snow, to unpack that, what Rowan just said, when I stayed at Rowan's house, he asked me, how do you want to be woken up? And I said, just a gentle touch on the arm and a Brookie. And so he did, but he rubbed my arm gently but quickly, fast, and I jolted. I was like, so, the next day, he was like, Brookie, and I was like, they're coming.
No,
the aliens are coming. Yeah, let's get into the weeds. So that's that. So hi, Hunk, thank you. So
very gentle.
Wynne is trying to figure out what's for breakfast. What is for breakfast? What are you cooking?
Oh God, what would be in Bubbles' house?
She'd probably have some bacon. She'd probably have some kind of grains, hot cereal. Probably some leftover muffins, maybe some stale donuts.
Yeah, I think eggs and toast and maybe the warm cereal and all that. Just something filling because we have a long day today. So get some protein and some nothing too heavy to go with the tea.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll me a survival.
To make a good breakfast. 11.
Okay. You made a pretty goddamn good breakfast. Mournique. I assume you've been trancing on the couch for a while. What are you doing?
Well, I need to make sure my breakfast gets made how I like it. So
You want to be my sous chef?
No, I just want to instruct you, just so that I know you do it right. I need 1 piece of toast, cooked very black,
do you want
very,
it
very dark.
cut in triangles or cut in like
No.
squares? Like
I don't want it cut. I just want it toasted really dark and some fantasy cream cheese spread over that, and I will take one bite of that and then throw the rest of it away.
The sound of Mournique crunching into this blackened toast is gonna make Bubble jolt and just say, "Carcinogens!"
That's how I like it.
Mournique, if you're not careful, you're gonna get sick.
I've never been sick, ever. Literally not once.
Wow, you look kind of sneezy to me.
Without that
I'm just-
parasol?
I'm just doing that to make everyone else feel better.
Okay, so we're all awake. Bubble is kind of rubbing her temples. She's just a little hungover, but just kind of tired from all the dancing and kalimba playing she did during the celebration last night. How is everybody else feeling? Let's get a I don't know, a medicine check. Everybody roll for medicine. Yeah, Bubbles feeling not great.
I got an 18.
Okay.
I got a 20.
Shit.
14.
Okay, so y'all are feeling fine. You did not have a hangover. You drank water last night. You're fine. Bubbles a little tired. Okay. Bubbles gonna say, "Did you guys sleep over last night?"
Were we not supposed to?
No, I'm so happy you did. I just wasn't expecting to wake up and see all my friends.
Well, good morning.
Good morning, and breakfast in bed, no less. Thank you so much, Solikha.
I like put a cup of tea into her hands and just say, "Hydrate, okay?"
I hope you didn't see the block of moldy cheese in the back of my cold bin.
The what?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. We're just.
It's not
It's
blue
not-
cheese.
don't-
It's gone bad.
You don't mean the cream cheese, right?
No. That's fresh. Don't worry.
Okay.
This is mozzarella.
Very cheese-heavy village.
I mean, we do have a lot of like farmland, so I'd imagine there's dairy. Lots of dairy. I barely remember. I don't even remember getting home last night.
You were passed out.
Oh my god. Did I say anything weird?
No, I think I might have, though.
What's that bruise in the that rake-shaped bruise in the middle of your forehead, Wynne?
It's just gonna be like, excuse me? Like, run to the bathroom. Like, I don't know. I think I may have tripped last night. I had a few drinks and all, you know. She's gonna like look at Sol and Mournique and be like,
I can do your makeup for you if you want.
oh, I would love that. Especially if I'm gonna be seeing Freed today.
I don't think you want to look like Mournique if you want to see Freed.
Anything to get this.
Just using the
Oh.
like charcoal from the toast as eyeshadow.
Cole, yeah.
I mean, you could just make up a story and say you got it in like battle or something, right?
I could, but
Well, how
something
did
about that
you
just
get it?
doesn't seem so attractive. Huh?
How did you get it?
Well, There was something outside your window last night.
A rake?
Yes, that. um, she doesn't like want to say it because of she doesn't want to like remind her of the owl in her dream. But she's just gonna say something like, "It was a glowing entity. I don't remember much. We tried to talk to him or her.
What?
I don't know."
Wait a second! You talked to a glowing entity? Is she still dreaming? Was this the drunk? What's going on?
No, I promise. I have never gotten hungover once in my life.
Yeah, Miss Nat 20.
Honestly.
Solikha, what is she talking about?
Oh, she tripped on a rake.
No,
Just-
what glowing? She talked?
Check for traps.
Right, oh, I get it. She hit the rake, it hit her face, and then stars and birds started going around her head in a circle. Is that what you're
No,
talking
we
about?
saw a real owl. It looked like that, and I point to the owl while I cast silent image to make the image of it.
Holy shit! Ah! Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! Wait, what's happening? You talked? You
Yeah,
talked
it looked
to
like
it?
that, and
What?
it didn't really say much, but
You talked to it?
uh-huh.
What did you? I literally told you about my dream about this owl. All of my friends went away. Do you guys want to go
Calm
away?
down, Bubble. It's just a dream. It doesn't mean anything.
But you said you saw it and you talked to it.
Well, for what it's worth, it didn't seem very threatening to us. It was just sort of, a big owl.
But it was glowing. And if this silent image, if this owl puppet that Mournique has looks anything like the owl you saw, it's the exact owl from my dream.
Well, it lives on your roof, I think. So, it's not that
I
weird.
promise you, it
Mournique,
meant no harm.
Mournique.
No harm.
I'm scared. I'm scared everyone's gonna go away.
No.
You know what? Now I think about it, I don't think it lived on the roof. I think it was more, I'm just going to sit here and then I'm going to fly off into the woods. Sort of a temporary thing. I don't think it'll live here.
If I recall, I think it was a little more upset with us than we were with it.
Yeah,
What was
it
it
was.
upset with you about?
We bothered it. I scared it. The rake? I'm sorry. No, I didn't. Your
It was-
rake scared
you-
the darn thing.
That rake is just supposed to help me be protected from intruders. I'm sorry.
Well, it's doing its job then.
I should have told you. I just didn't realize you all were coming over. My place is a bit messy. I'm sorry. I hope you were comfortable.
Oh, very.
Well, I know you
Your
cuddled
couch
me.
sucks.
I'm sorry. It's old.
I'm just like way too tall for it.
It's a hand-me-down. Okay, well, I don't really know what to make of this owl situation, but just tell me if you see it again, okay?
We'll wake you up next time. I promise.
Thank you.
For what it's worth, I don't think you'll be able to miss it. It was pretty bright.
True. Sometimes little less shiny things distract me from the shiniest things of all.
No less shiny things.
I just mean like, you'd be this isn't this isn't some deeper meaning. I'm just Bubble's a bit ADHD. The sun glows.
trials, but here I am looking at rocks. Okay, well, I think we should probably start getting ready for our trials today.
I mean, when did they say we have to be there? Is it? I hope soon, not soon. I feel like everyone needs a minute to just decompress. But
Doesn't start until later, right?
We know that the trials start like late morning.
Late morning. See? We have plenty of time. It's only 11:30.
Well, shit.
then we gotta get going. We gotta get
Everybody
going.
get on my bicycle.
So if anybody needs time to go get anything from their houses,
If anybody needs time to get anything from their houses, we should just meet at the fork.
Agreed.
what?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, because my armor's at home. I will not be attending without.
All right.
Okay. So, Bubble's getting ready in her cottage. What do you all want to do?
Wynne is going to sprint right out the door and down to her farm because she knows she's probably going to have to deal with her father and her mother. Like, no, she just needs to grab it and go.
Okay. As you go into your house, your father is having his morning coffee and preparing himself. He's already done a lot of the chores early morning before the sun was up. So now he's just having his second pot of coffee and figuring out what he's going to do with the rest of his day. And he says, "Oh, hello, Wynne. I was wondering where you were last night. You didn't come home."
I was out with the girls.
Oh, okay. You mean
it's,
Bubble, Mournique, and Solikha? I love those girls. They're so awesome.
And she's just gonna be like awkwardly like, "Oh, I would love to chat, Dad, but the naming is today. I forgot my armor."
Oh, well, go ahead and get your armor. Here, why don't you take some snacks for the road? And he'll give you a little. He'll walk over to the counter and he'll put some cheese and some bread and an apple and a little sack of granola, and he'll wrap it up into a handkerchief and he'll hand it over to you.
"Oh, thank you, Dad. That was very sweet." And she's gonna right on the cheek
Aw,
and dash right up the stairs.
awesome. Okay. Mournique, are you going home?
Yeah, I'll go home, but I'm gonna sneak in through the window because I don't want to hear it from the folks.
Okay.
Yeah, sneak in through the window, just like, burst a fresh perfume, put on my makeup, and just
As you're putting on
grab
your
everything I
makeup,
need.
perfect. As you're putting on your makeup, you hear a little rapping at the door, and you just hear the voice of your mother. Mournique, darling, are you in there?
Yeah, Mom.
May I enter?
I will open the door with the mage hand
Okay.
from across the room.
And she will just take one pensive step into the room and just say, "Well, your father's already down at the town, but I just wanted to wish you the best of luck. I know that your skills are a bit niche, but I'm sure that they will be invaluable to your teammates." And
Thanks, Mom. Way to inspire confidence.
And she says, "I want you to have this. It is typically passed down to sons, but We never had one of those. You were all we needed. You were all we wanted and all we needed. Quite frankly, all we could handle. And she hands you a, like, kind of masculine, iron ring. On a chain.
Okay, well, I'll wear it. It's kind of cool. I like the vibe.
Oh, that's going to make your father very happy. Thank you, Mournique. Well, good luck. She steps out and closes the door. Little smoke coming through my window. Oh, I guess it is Labor Day. People are barbecuing. Okay, that scared me. I was like, oh, this is my house on fire. Okay, Solikha, what are you going home?
I think she would probably make a stop by, just like, I mean, she probably has everything she needs. She doesn't wear armor like Wynne, but she would just want to check in with her folks because she didn't come home, and just to give them to make sure everything's being done properly and they're taking care of themselves and all of that.
Okay. My family is outside my window talking, and it's very startling. Oh, it's my neighbor, and he's smoking a cigarette right outside my window.
Oh. Isn't that a thing?
Can you leave?
So, what race is Solikha again?
And double check. I believe she is I'm double checking. No, I think she's human or
Okay.
half elf.
Oh, I have her character sheet too. I can pull that up.
Nope, she's human.
Human. Okay. So yes, human. All right. So, she's checking on her parents. Her parents are very trusting of her. They are both like the iconic Gothic duo. They run the mortuary and the graveyard and all of that. And they're very supportive of their daughter's choice to be a death cleric. In fact, they're very honored that she would be a death cleric. So they see her. Your mother would swoop you up into your arms and just give you a kiss on the cheek and say, "Oh, Solikha, today's the day. I just know you're going to prove to everyone how talented and wonderful and capable and beautiful you are." And her father, sipping his tea, is just nodding. He's a little more quiet. He's got his, like, black eyeliner on and his, like, long robes, and he's just beaming with pride for his daughter. And, you would have from childhood a little charm bracelet that you either keep at home or wear, whatever you want. But your mother says, to commemorate this day, I wanted to give you another charm for your charm bracelet. And she holds open a little like ring box, and it's a charm, and it's just like a Jolly Roger skull and crossbones. I know how much you love this kind of thing, as do I. I saw it, and the artisan was crafting it, and I just had to get it for you, and I've been waiting so long to give it to you, so here you are. I couldn't wait till after the trials. I wanted you to have it now.
I love it.
Yay! I knew you would.
I'm gonna wear it, and I'm gonna. Well, is it okay if I wear it today, or do you think I should keep, just maybe keep it in my pocket so it doesn't get like dirt or anything worse on it? Like, oh, I just don't want anything to happen to it.
Whatever you think is right, dear. I understand if you want to keep it safe, but if you want to wear it proudly, even if it gets a little dirty, that's okay. We have silver polish.
All right, I have to wear it today. And
So
she's gonna put it on.
Cute. Some of the other charms that you would have received over the years would be like a spider charm and a bat charm and a black rose and like a little dagger and a little spark of like starry magic, like all these pretty gothy charms that a cute little girl would get over the years as her birthday present. Well, my dear, you best be off. I'm so proud of you.
She'd give her mom like a kiss and a hug, this big tight hug. And before she runs out the door, would just make sure to give her dad a kiss on the cheek as well.
And he just grunts in approval and gives you a smile. Wynne's father gives Charlie Swan, yeah. I love this. All right, so.
It was so wholesome. I love Soul's parents.
All right, so. Okay, so do you meet? Are you all done at home?
I think so.
Okay. So you all meet at the fork in the road that you all have now seen on the map. Do you know what fork I'm talking about? Let's see.
Yeah, at the end of our street, like past the graveyard.
Yes. Yep. Here, I'll pull up the map for chat as well. I made a map, you guys. It's a little shoddy, but
I love it. I think
It's
it's
perfect.
adorable.
thank you. I didn't want to like spend 10 million years perfecting it because I didn't have 10 million years. I had like 20 minutes. But here is the map. Oh, it's large as fuck.
Sure is.
Oh my god. That's right. Yeah, it was like 1,000 by. It was like 7,000 by 4,000.
Oh.
But I wanted it to be high def so you can zoom in and actually see stuff.
No.
Okay, holy fucking shit.
I love the tea house, the bubble tea house.
I had to. Where else were the boys gonna get the fucking bubble tea? Okay. So, here is the fork. There's a big, big, big oak tree. Right in that nook, and that's usually where you wait for each other. You've lived in these houses your whole life, so you're very familiar with this road, you're very familiar with this tree, you've spent years playing under this tree together. Your houses are the houses that are deeper in the woods than the other neighborhoods, so you're all like woodsy cuties and very familiar and comfortable. So you meet at this nook, this fork here, and Rowan, try again.
Yeah, that was disgusting. Don't
Hiya,
even.
Dago. Okay, so you all meet there. You see Bubble is she's just like bent down in the grass looking for like bugs and rocks and stuff, but she is already by the tree. I would say that Mournique would be the second to arrive. Wynne would be the third, and Solikha would be the fourth to arrive, because she's got the longest walk. But yeah, you all show up, and you hear Bubble say, "Oh my god, I found a ladybug!" Got it on her finger, and she's like, got it up close, and she's like,
That's good luck, you know.
Really?
If it landed on you.
No, I picked it up off a flower.
Well,
Not
good
bad.
luck for the bug then.
Does that mean I'm
Terrible
gonna
luck,
have
I'm
bad luck?
afraid.
Shit! You guys are just messing with me. Stop it.
Sorry. It's a little easy sometimes.
I know. Shit. Oh, hi, Solikha.
Hi, why are you in the dirt?
I was looking for bugs. I found one.
Impressive.
Really? It's not that impressive. There's bugs all over the place.
You're too cute.
All right, well, we better go. I think we're gonna be late if we don't go now.
Take the ladybug.
I just shove it in my backpack.
Ladybug added
Stick it to my donuts from yesterday.
Special
Okay.
tool that will help us later.
Like in Skyrim when you pickpocket somebody and they have a bee in their pocket.
Like, huh? Did the bee land in there and then it stung you and you just brought it with you? Like, what? By the way, hi, I. So happy to have you. Okay, so that was all beautiful. I'm so glad we can have these role-playing moments. This is like the most fun. So as we're walking towards the town, we get to about like, if you're looking at the graveyard, the middle of the graveyard and the road right below it, that's where we're at. When all of a sudden appears a being. And this, I already fucked it apart. It's okay, we'll fit it in. You see a out of thin air. A being. You see a being. Now let me try to describe this being. They are both masculine and feminine. They're soft, but kind of muscular. They're wearing a sheer robe that is like fluttering and flowing and kind of just writhing around without a breeze. And the hood it's a white sheer robe, and the hood is obscuring their face. And they're completely naked underneath, but you can't see like genitalia or anything. You can just see the form of their slender and slightly muscled body. Not like muscle mommy muscle, but you could tell that they have a good core. They appear and they say, "Well, it looks like we've started the trials already." She glances over at Mournique, or I don't know. They glance over at Mournique. Started the trials already. Not to worry. We always have a plan. Don't mess it up. While you're at it, exterminate any vermin you see. Poof, they're gone.
What does that mean?
What is she talking about?
And as you watch them dissipate into nothingness, almost as if they like slipped through a invisible door or something, you see this shimmery, glittery, ooh, I even have a picture. Shimmery, glittery, rainbow light kind of appear in front of you. And I do have a picture. I will put in the Discord. Right here. Okay. So this is from Guild Wars, but not the frame, but just the rainbow light is what you're looking at. And it's kind of refracting and shining and shimmering. Go ahead and everybody give me a perception check.
That is a natural 1.
Okay.
A 5.
16.
Okay. And Bubble also got a 6. 18. Okay. So I'll keep that in mind. What are you guys doing right now?
Did it look like they were speaking to us or just speaking in general?
They were looking right at you. Looking at all of you. They're definitely speaking to you.
And this color is just like floating here.
It's just hovering there where they left.
Can I try to connect with it with my awakened mind? Is it sentient?
No.
Okay.
So as you're kind of puzzled looking at it, thinking about the words this person said, the trials have already begun, but they have a plan. You hear, Solikha hears little You hear that? Or is Discord fucking me over?
I can
No,
hear it.
I hear
I
it.
can hear it.
Okay. And from within the trees, you see a bat hanging upside down. Quite a large bat, actually.
Oh, hello. It's the middle of the day. What are you doing out here?
It's blinking because it definitely does not like the bright sun, but it is tucked in the boughs of the tree, quite shaded.
How cute.
I can't speak
It's one of the
back.
fox notes ones. Or is it like a
I think it's more
gross
like
vampire
like
bat?
a fruit bat.
Okay.
Is it one of those homosexual bats? Possibly. Oh.
Wynn's gonna be like, I think we should ask it before we approach it.
If it's homosexual.
Well, no, just we should speak to it. Excuse me.
Okay.
Well, I don't have that kind of magic. I just ask politely and approach gently.
I
talk
can
to-
do that.
Oh,
We certainly can.
Bubble, you do it.
Wait, does she have speak with animal? Oh, that's a level 1 spell. Is yours a level 1 spell?
Mine is a ritual, so it takes 10 minutes for me to cast
it is a ritual. Okay, well, I don't care that much about casting
Okay.
ritual times.
I will speak to it for 10 minutes,
Okay.
and that will count.
Yeah.
Sure, I can translate with my magic orb.
Okay. So the bat says, hold on. The bat says, oh, where am I? Let me look at my notes. Originally was going to be a rat, but since you rolled a nat 1, this doesn't seem right. Maybe I typed it elsewhere. Okay, whatever. Improv time. The bat tells you, in a very wary voice, let me think. This is hard, you guys. What does the bat say? What are these fucking animals talking about?
Don't worry, I still have 9 more minutes left in this ritual.
That's
So,
just like question marks.
the bat's kind of, it looks nervous. It's fluttering its wings a bit. It's kind of dangling and swinging around like I am in my chair, but upside down. And it just tells you, hey Panda, it tells you that, it says,
squeak, squeak, squeak. Don't trust the favored. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Don't
Just-
trust the what?
Don't trust the favored. Squeak, squeak.
I will do the awakened mind trick and translate it directly to
okay,
her.
yeah.
Just because they're dead doesn't mean they're good. Squeak, squeak.
Are you scared of what of that person? Are you worried about that person?
It's flapping its wings frantically.
It's okay. It's okay. It's gone. They're gone.
Did they see me?
I don't think so. You're a very good hider.
Thank you.
And as you see the bat kind of relax, you start to feel this pull towards the rainbow light. Physical pull and a mental pull, tugging you in.
I mean,
All of us?
All three of us?
All four of us.
yeah, okay.
How could you forget
Sorry.
about me, Wynne? I'm right here.
Check that
Sitting in
out.
the dirt.
Yeah, I'm picking for more worms now.
I think Wynne wants to step forward, and I think she wants to kind of like poke it with maybe her mace, like the butt end of her mace.
Okay. As you poke the light, where the mace handle, or whatever part of the mace touches it, it seems to disappear through the light.
Oh, she's gonna like yank the mace back because she doesn't want to lose it. She's gonna be
And
like,
it feels like really hard to pull the mace back out.
oh. Are you guys seeing this right now?
Yeah, this is concerning.
Two hands still on the mace, and she's like, a little help, please.
Mage hand, I'll help pull.
Make a strength. Rowan, make a strength check with advantage because Mournique is helping you.
Okay, we got an 18.
Okay, so you are able to pull the mace entirely back out. The mace doesn't look to be damaged or affected in any way. It's fine. It's just your mace.
I don't think we should touch this, whatever this is.
I really want to, though.
There's no way we can. I mean, like,
You're feeling the pull become stronger as you stand there.
I mean, we have to.
Can I use Divine Sense here?
What does that do?
So this tells me if there's like a fiend or a celestial around.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Because Wynne might not understand that it appears to be a portal. She might not understand that, but she still wants to like just kind of.
You can sense that there is a celestial in your range.
The hair on the back of her neck stands up. Did anyone catch the name of that person?
I'm not totally convinced that was real.
I mean, I think all the alcohol is out of our system.
What did you put in our tea this morning, Solikha? Those mushrooms were not for breakfast.
May have given us too much of a dose. That's fair.
Here, let's try this. Wynne's gonna pick up a rock from the road, and she's just gonna toss it into the rainbow.
As you go to toss it, it just gets sucked out of your hand into the rainbow, and your hand is kind of getting tugged too. Every second that goes by, the pull is stronger. You are now starting to feel your feet kind of slide against the gravel of the path.
All right, I really think we should get out of here.
Well, I mean, the owl wasn't bad, so maybe we. Well, the bat said not to. And bats are pretty wise.
As you're thinking about this and talking about the bat drops out of the tree and flits right past you, straight into the rainbow light.
What?
Oh.
I just said you were smart. What are you doing?
This is too weird. We have to go in there.
Well,
Poor
I
little
don't.
creature.
All right. Well,
We
I
have to-
don't think there's something bad around here, but I don't like the way that feels.
Wynne,
I'm gonna go in there, or I'm gonna scare everyone in there one by one.
we have to go rescue the bat. Come on. And I take her hand and I go.
She's gonna be reluctant, but she allows it.
Come on, Bubble. I'll
We're going.
help
we're
her
going
up
in the
off of the
rainbow?
dirt.
Are we going?
Yeah.
All right. It looks really pretty.
Let's all hold hands, please.
Pretty things are good, right?
Didn't one of you say that about the owl last time?
Yeah.
It wasn't bad though.
Okay, so as you all hesitantly or enthusiastically, depending on who you ask, step through this shimmering rainbow portal, you step into some unfamiliar field, some unfamiliar grass, maybe a different type of grass than you're used to, you're in a field surrounded by trees that you're not quite familiar with. They're definitely not from your forest. And where are we? I'm on the wrong note. You see a bonfire, or you see smoke rising up from across the field. The field is quite misty, so you can't really see across the field, but you do see smoke, and you can smell a bonfire, not like a forest fire. And you hear people shouting, and you hear like pleading screams.
A lot less alien than I'd hoped. This is not our village, though, right?
Right.
Well, I mean, we have to go check it out. I've never been anywhere else.
Yeah, this is weird.
This is kind of scary. We were told never to leave the village. But it's part of the trials?
It has to be.
I feel like the bat just warned us. I don't know.
What is a stupid bat now?
Hey.
Sorry, but come on.
All right, well, if we're gonna move forward, then please, can we just be on our guards? And she's gonna pull out the glaive, kind of like a offensive stance.
Okay. So you want to approach where the shouting is coming from?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you approach, you make your way through the mist towards the sound of the shouting and the source of the smoke. And you see a group of unfamiliar villagers. You see a person in stockades with a bag over their head. And there's a man. She's whipped and beaten. You see a tall man with a cane shouting at her. And she's begging for forgiveness. She's saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And he's yelling at her. And there are people in the crowd who are shouting, she deserves it! She should give no forgiveness! And then there's other people saying, it was a mistake! It could have been any of us! Let her go! Let her go!
I think Wynne's gonna elbow someone and be like, what's going on here?
Make a...
Preferably someone that was saying that she's innocent. not so
Okay.
angry.
Make a investigation check.
Uh, 10.
Okay. So you managed to pull their attention. Oh, my camera. You managed to pull their attention from their begging and pleading, and through their tears, they tell you that this person was on guard duty. And I'll just say it in character. Well, she was on guard duty, and you know how she likes to party and just have fun, and well, she drank too much the night before, and she thought she'd be okay to stay up and stay on guard duty, and she fell asleep, and the wolves came, and they got his sons. His son's whole family. She's pointing to the man in the cane, and you surmise that this is the village leader. And it seems that this person meant to be up on guard duty and instead was partying all night and then fell asleep on the job. It wasn't her first time falling asleep, and nothing bad happened before. This is the first time. They should let her go. Don't you think they should let her go?
Well, if it was
No.
not her first time making the mistake, she's a little awkward.
Maybe she should just switch to a daytime job.
And as you're... Oh, go ahead, Lizzie.
Well, I mean, is all of this really necessary for what she did? It seems a lot.
That's what I'm saying! And then somebody standing listening to this conversation says, why should she get to live if she doesn't care about any other people's lives? The wolf came and ate the entire family! She's fallen asleep on the post like 3 times!
Oh, go kill the wolf!
She should switch to a day job, but I don't think she should live at all!
It was a mistake, all right? And I don't like your attitude.
How many mistakes can someone make before they have to pay the price?
I think she's learned her lesson here.
You notice that the girl in the stockade isn't begging to be released. She is just profusely apologizing, as if she is prepared to face her fate. You notice behind her is a man with a black hood and a big old axe in his hands. And
Why are we going to take the life of someone of your own village? Why not? Mournique just said it. Why are we not hunting down this wolf?
Where there are wolves, more will always come. You can't kill every wolf, but you can take care of the ones who let them into your village.
Or you could build a better wall.
So the attention is now on you four, us four. The village leader approaches and says, "Oh, you think a better judge than us? Fine. What would you do? What would you do if you trusted the life of your family to someone who you have given grace to time and time again, and she fails you time and time again? I'm never gonna see my son. His wife was so excited to try and start having kids. They didn't even get the chance." And you just hear, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, you're right."
I wouldn't kill her.
You can't wash out blood with more blood. And killing anyone makes you a murderer. I think you should just banish her.
But then
Let her
she'll
face
be...
the wrath of the wolf by herself.
That's torture.
What do you
chimes
mean?
somebody in. To send her to the wolves, they'll rip her to shreds and eat her alive.
Wynne's gonna mutter under her breath, like, not if we can help it.
Hmm.
It's what happened was a tragedy. No one's denying that. But killing her isn't going to bring them back.
I want you all to make a persuasion check.
$13.
24.
13.
Okay. Mournique, go ahead and pitch your verdict. To the village.
You can't just kill people. I mean, I guess you can, but that only makes the village weaker. Like it or not, you need all hands. Even if they don't seem that useful. I think you should
Hands,
release
huh?
her.
Should we chop her hands off instead of taking her life?
What exactly does that accomplish?
She must be punished in some way, or she'll just keep doing the same thing over and over again.
And just take her off guard duty. Everybody's got some talent.
It is
somewhere.
It is in our custom that everybody takes turn on guard duty. We all swap roles. If you don't like it, go back to wherever you came from.
Then your custom is wrong.
A gasp is heard throughout the crowd.
I'm sorry.
Something funny, Paladin.
Oh dear.
I want you to make a dexterity check.
I can't believe you've done this.
Shut up.
7.
Okay. You do manage to slip out a giggle and when he says something funny, Paladin, you cannot help but to squeak out another giggle, but then you are able to maintain composure. Hi, Ava. This is so funny.
No. Sorry, I'm just... Don't mind me.
So the village leader regards Mournique and her proposal to maybe bend the customs a little bit to take her off guard duty. Maybe she should have a punishment where she's banned from all the bars for the next while until she can get her head out of her ass. And maybe just put her to work shoveling manure for a while. She's on manure duty for the next month. And she can't go into bars for the next year. And none of the stores are allowed to sell her alcohol. She's an alcoholic, apparently. I didn't plan for this, but this girl is an alcoholic.
I want to know where we are.
It is a sickness,
Yeah,
so there is a cure to it.
Purging. So they let her go. They take the sack off her head. She's got tear streaks down her face, but she is on her hands and knees kissing the feet of first the village leader, and then she says, who of you was it that advocated for me?
We did.
It was us!
Even though Bubble didn't say goddamn thing. Bubble was just... she was investigating the trees.
Bubble is constantly talking. We
Right.
don't have
it's-
time to listen to her prattle on
Exactly.
constantly.
Yes, exactly. So that's so true. So, she kisses your feet, all of you, and the people of the village who were like begging and crying for her release are all wrapping their arms around her and thanking their lucky stars that these strangers came and advocated for her, and that the village leader actually listened. I promise I'll do better. I'll only drink on Saturdays. And yeah, the village kind of saunters off back towards where you can see like the actual town proper. And you see, so there was like some crates and like a bit of a stage, almost like wood platform where the stockade was. Almost like gallows, but instead of hanging, she was gonna get her head chopped off. But from behind a crate, you see a little harlequin child pop out from behind the crate, and she's got a little hand kalimba made of crystal and silver, and she sings, "It's your birthday today. There's no such thing as fate. If you remember the hold on. Future. Wait, I was supposed to sing that as a child.
It's your birthday today. There's no such thing as fate. If you remember the future."
And as the last note rings out, she looks at you and giggles and dashes behind the crate.
Wait, get to the next part, because that's when they talk about cake.
Yes,
What
the
an odd
song
child.
the song felt very incomplete. Although I did learn how to
Remember
play
the future. We'll all have some cake.
the
Well, I certainly hope so.
The child looked very out of place as well, wearing colors and baubles that did not look like it meshed with this poor village.
Can I go behind the crate and see if she's still there?
Absolutely. Will you roll perception?
Yeah. 14.
Okay. As you look behind the crate where she dashed back, you see the little kalimba laying in the grass. And right by the kalimba is another shimmering rainbow portal.
I think I've had my fair share of executions, or almost executions today. Shouldn't we be heading back?
I
Wait,
mean,
this must be how we get to the next trial. I wonder if we passed.
well, she's alive, isn't she? It's a good thing.
My conscience is intact, so we
I
must
wouldn't
have
really say it's
passed.
a good thing. You know, no matter what happens from here on out, she has to live with these deaths on her mind. And she'll never really be okay.
But I think you
But
taught
that's why I
this
talked to
town
her.
a very important lesson.
I taught them my own lesson. The path to revenge does not involve killing.
Not always.
It's always worse living with your decisions.
So wait, you wanted that to happen, Mournique?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted her to accept it.
I guess that does
To
seem like a fair punishment.
understand the weight of what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Forever.
Never.
By the way, Bubble, I think this is, do you want this?
She's been eyeing it hungrily ever since he picked it up.
I would love it! It's so much smaller than my normal kalimba!
And as you hand it to her, she goes,
Na, 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 na.
Maybe you can finish that song.
Oh, okay.
wait, that was wrong. It's hard to hear when I have music playing.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
I practiced it last night and then I forgot all the notes. Yay!
Just like clap her on the back.
I thought
That
I
was
invented
beautiful.
that song, but shit, that little girl like knew it so well. Never heard those words before. That was weird.
I mean, the faster we go through that portal, maybe it'll take us back home again. Someplace less angry.
This is probably going to take us to the next trial, so let's go. I'll go first. I'll fall backwards into it.
Well,
Do
he's
like
gonna
a
follow.
somersault,
Oh, I thought you were just trust falling into the portal.
or like more like a cartwheel.
Oh, okay. Cool. Fuck yeah. Mournique's awesome. So you all follow after the glorious cartwheel?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. As you step through the portal, after as Mournique cartwheels through, she places, one hand on the grass and then goes through, and her other hand, as it lands, feels dusty, like cobblestone. And as she twirls her way and the world spins around her, she stands up and she sees, and as you follow behind her, you see that you are in a alleyway in a very noisy, dusty, busy city. You've never been in a city before, so this is all very overwhelming. This is all very big stuff. But you're in
Wow.
imagine like a square, like let's say like 10 feet by 10 feet. In the center is maybe like a water collection reservoir, and then there's like alleys that lead out to busy streets. And this is like the back kind of like courtyard of like I don't know, like a city. And you see down one of the alleyways on the other side, you can see people wearing bright colors, flowing robes, sandals and flats, bustling by with their various parcels and bags and shopping and everything. And you hear down the hallway. Where are we? We're actually blowing through all this stuff, so feel free to roleplay as much as you want. You smell spices, meats, fresh bread. You hear the clinking of coins, the squeaking of carts, and the sound of haggling and merchants loudly advertising their wares. As you hear, apples here! Wait, what was it? Hey, apples! Apples here, the finest apples in all of Kalendar! Crisp, juicy, and not a scarab to be seen. Get your apples here!
It's like, I already have one of those. Can I get a brew?
Where did he say we were?
I think he's
Kalendar?
Calendar.
I think we might be standing in a castle right now.
Have any of us heard of a calendar?
Make a history check.
Oh. 12.
Worse than that. 7.
Oh. Even worse. 4.
Okay. You have heard from the elders that there are cities and other places, and some of them are by the sea, and some of them are in the desert, and some of them are in the snowy mountains. And you seem to recall Kalendar being a city nestled deep within the desert, and there's a great oasis within it. So people have built a civilization around and called it Kalendar.
Okay.
I asked just, is this a pretty city or is this like a dirty city? Totally out of character.
Give me a perception check.
They're really good about keeping time here.
Shut up.
14.
14. Okay, so you notice that there are people walking by that seem to be wealthy, and there are people who seem to be impoverished, and you can tell that this is a city that would have different classes of people. So the places that the poor people live in are not as pretty looking as others, but the places that are well kept by the taxes, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's got really pretty architecture and sculptures and artistry, and it seems like it could be a very great place to live.
Is it very sunny here?
It's very sunny.
I hate it.
It is very sunny and very warm.
I double hate it.
Do you have your parasol, Mournique?
Always. Yeah,
I have
parasol
my
is
shield,
out, and she
if
is
you need it.
huddling under it as best she can.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad. It certainly, at first glance, looks better than where we were. I mean, maybe we need to, like, walk around and, like, get a lay of the land before we find, like, the next portal. Like, you know, it's like showing us the rest of, like, another part of the world. That could be cool.
Wynne is gonna look
Or-
around. Is their portal still like behind us? Or is that gone?
It is gone.
Okay.
I guess we live here now.
So are you all still
I-
standing in the alley or the courtyard?
I think we're
Yeah.
taking it in.
Yeah, I don't think, yeah.
Okay.
I do think I could use a bite to eat. Or a brew in my hand.
When?
It is a city.
We are in middle of our trials. I guess that could loosen us up.
We have to start somewhere.
Yeah, maybe this is our lunch break.
It felt a little obvious before. This looks a little expansive. And she's gonna be like looking around the rest of the city.
So far, you can only see through the narrow alleyways. On one side, it's not too busy. Hi, Asa. Hi, Kitty. Not too busy. You can see some people walking by. The others, two of the sides are not very busy, and then two of the sides you can hear are like the shops and vendors and fruit stands and all that good stuff.
I mean, where the people are, they've got the shops.
Um,
It's okay.
I don't
Mournique.
have any money.
Well,
Do they
maybe we
use
can-
money here?
Maybe we can trade?
I do. I guess I could cover you if we need to spend any money.
I mean, we have to find the portal somehow, right? I don't want to stay here. I want to go home.
I would have, at the very least, like to go indoors. Yeah,
You
I
Asa.
What do you think of this place, Bubble?
Her eyes are wide as saucers. For once, she's not yammering away. She's shook.
I think this place is really big.
I almost forgot you were there. It's so weird not to hear you.
Maybe we should get out of this alley. Which way would you guys like to go?
Give me a perception check, everybody.
13.
9.
4.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank the dice
Wait.
gods.
Sorry. I forgot I'm in the sunlight, so I have disadvantage.
Well, no, you're shaded. You're in a.
Okay.
You're
13.
You're very much in the shadows of this. There's tall walls above you.
Okay.
Maybe even a canvas cover, because this is like this is like the neighborhood's backyard, basically.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So, Mournique hears. Why does everybody's fucking animal have to squeak?
Oh. Hi,
You-
little friend.
You turn to see a rat.
I remember you. I think. Speak with animals. Hello?
You need to be careful.
I'm always careful. Say, where are we anyway? I kind of carelessly walked through 2 portals.
What did I say this town's name is?
Calendar.
Kalandar.
Calendar, you're in Calendar. Don't trust. Don't trust. Don't trust. Don't trust. Don't trust. Don't trust. Don't trust.
Right, that was your thing, wasn't it?
Oh, trust them. Remember. Remember.
Remember what?
Just as you asked that, a big cat, a big naked hairless cat, goes "Meow," and chases the rat through the alley.
Oh my god. I can't believe that just happened.
Well,
What did rat?
what did it say?
It said, don't trust.
Oh. Who are we not supposed to be trusting? I'm confused.
That bat wasn't very trusting itself, so I'm noticing a theme.
Sweet.
It's reverse psychology. We have to follow the rat.
I'm just saying I trust the three of you. Let's not talk to anybody here.
Well, we can't just stay in an alley.
Not easy.
Like, why don't we just start walking around and maybe we'll find something helpful, because there's nothing in this alley and it's just, I don't know, just a little unnerving being
Let's
hidden
go
away
check
like
out
this.
some stalls.
I think
Yeah.
a crew would clear my head.
After all that talk of the girl getting almost executed for being a drunk, Wynne is like, that reminds me, I could really use a beer.
Day drinking is awesome.
That reminds me, okay, this is a total out of character side note, but I was reading this article about how this girl drank boba like multiple times a day, every day when she was in college, and they actually clogged up her intestines and she had to like go have surgery to yeah, that was my face. And then, you know what I did that same day immediately after reading that article? I
You
went
got
out.
boba.
I went got boba. Yeah. I was like,
That's
that's horrible.
terrifying,
You know
though.
what that reminds me of? How delicious boba is. So I relate to you, Wynne. Don't worry. Okay.
I just think in our little village, it's maybe not so much of a plague on people's minds.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because people are able to do the jobs that they are the most passionate about, so they don't feel like, yeah, your town is
you
pretty
never
happy.
know what loose tongues you can find in a tavern.
I would like to drift over to one of the stalls, one of the fruit stalls. Fruit
Okay.
stands.
Everybody
And
following.
I'll just I've got my umbrella up and I'm just staring at the person behind the stall.
Okay.
And then I will connect to them telepathically with my awakened mind. And I will say in their head, give the girl some fruit. Give her something. She's hungry.
What is your spell modifier?
Charisma, it's a +5 bonus to an attack roll.
Okay.
It's
Give me
technically
a-
not a spell, but
Right, but go ahead and give me a charisma roll. Just
sure. With the +5,
yeah.
23.
Oh my god. Okay. As the shopkeeper regards you, is everybody surrounding you, by the way? Is everybody with Bubbles with you?
I think we've all gone.
Okay. So the apple shopkeeper should have planned for shit like this, you know? The shopkeeper said
You
looks
can't
at-
plan for me.
looks at you all and looks at Mournique and says, I see you looking at my apples.
Give her apples.
You know, I think you'd like a sample. Would you like a sample of my wares?
Yes, please. I'll say out loud.
He'll pick up one of his shiniest apples, he'll rub it on his arm, he'll whip out a paring knife, slice it into 4 perfect slices, and hand one to each of us.
Perfect. I'll definitely take a bite.
It is delicious, it is juicy, it is crisp. It has this almost champagne dryness to it that's so different from the mountain air. Like, you could tell it's grown in a different environment than the apples grown in your mountain valley. And it is so yummy. And as you're munching, you see at the edge of the stall a little urchin child with 2 little stub horns poking out of his head. Although he does have rounded ears. And he is looking at you hungrily. He's the little street rat. You can tell by the pet mouse on his shoulder. That's Rowan. That's funny because all characters with the background urchin just automatically come with a pet mouse. So, like Lexia and Callista both have. No, Jolie?
Yes. No,
Callista?
Callista.
Have pet mice, Squeaks, and Rascal. Anyways, I just had to explain that because you didn't laugh at my joke. So.
Sorry.
Sorry, you're just not funny.
Oh, no.
So, you
It's a real
see
little
them hungrily, like the little kids in Aladdin when Aladdin and Abu finally escape, and then they see the little kid in the alley, and it's like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. so you see the little kid, the little boy with the stub horns, choosing violence, looking
Also
at
a very
you.
apple-heavy movie.
Yeah. And the kid sees you eating the free sample and starts to reach for an apple at the end of the stall. And as it's about to take hold, the shopkeeper whirls around, grabs the kid by the wrist, and says, "Thief! You little thief! I told you if I caught you back here, I was gonna take your hand!"
Sir, please. No. Wynne's like visibly like affected.
Oh, so are you gonna pay for this apple that this little kid stole? What are you gonna pay for all the apples this little kid stole from before?
I can actually give him an apple of my own. And she's gonna pull out the apple that her father gave her.
Oh, so you had an apple all along and you just wanted a free sample of my wares.
I didn't want anything. You gave it to us.
I know the look in customers' eyes when they want something free. I've seen it every day.
But you gave it to us.
Well, you didn't need it, so maybe you can give me your apple.
I hardly think that's necessary. The boy needs it more than you.
You cannot pretend to know what I need. I have a family. I have a sick wife. You think this little menace to society is more important than my needs?
It's an
can't
apple.
fill
How
your-
much could it cost? 10 gold?
Okay, Lucille.
I'm so glad somebody got that.
Wait, what is that from?
From
Arrested
Arrested Development.
Oh, right.
It's a frozen banana. How much could it cost? $10?
Oh,
But with a
shit.
whole freight of apples, and you can't provide for your own family.
You're going to sit here and question. You don't know my life. I'm taking this kid's hand.
I don't know the
No.
apple economy.
You don't
Wynne
know
is
the apple
gonna-
economy.
I think Wynne is gonna try and stand between the child and this man. Like, she's gonna try and shoo the child away.
Roll me a
Oh, please.
intimidation or an acrobatics or athletics.
My problem with Apple is that they're only good for about 2 weeks. It's planned obsolescence.
And especially if you cut them open already. I mean, gosh.
I got a 17.
Okay. So you successfully pull. You like do this trick where you like tickle his wrist and his hand releases and you pull the child. Pull the child away. So are you going to pay for that apple then? You got his grubby
Yes.
little hands. Okay. Pay me, bitch.
How much is it?
It's 5 scarabs.
How about these? And she's gonna pull out 5 gold coins.
I don't know what that is. We only take scarabs.
Bubble, did you pick up any scarabs?
I found, let's see,
And she rifles around in her bag.
I found a spider and a centipede.
Will you accept the ladybug? It's like a lesser scarab.
Lesser scarab.
Lesser?
You must not be from here. Scarab. There's scarabs, like the kinds that infiltrate other lesser, if you want to use that word, vendors. And then there are scarabs that are our currency, you outsiders.
It's an apple. This is a child.
This is my livelihood. I have a child at home. Is my child less important than this street rat?
Is this child not important at all?
Not in my eyes. If I
What's
just
this?
let every little penniless, scarab-less child have I shouldn't have given you the apple. You don't even have money to buy more. I was supposed to give you a free sample so that you'd want my apples and come back and buy more. But you don't even have money. So I'm gonna
Okay, I'm done with this. I cast Charm Person. Make a wisdom save.
He's an elf, so he doesn't get charmed.
Fuck.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna say, all right, second time's the charm. Calm emotions. Sorry, Will. Sorry, Wynne.
So that's just a radius, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
'Cause I'm getting heated.
everybody, do we have to make a saving roll or anything? Oh, we
It's
do, huh?
charisma.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Oof.
What's the save?
Charisma 13.
Okay.
Failed.
Also failed. I rolled a natural 2.
So the little kid goes a little bit limp in your arms, Wynne, as do you, and you're starting to relax. Starting to feel kind of good. Mournique is the frustration of not being able to charm him is starting to melt away. And
I
the
could just like scare him really bad.
the
That
crowd
would be fun.
the crowd in your immediate vicinity is kind of quieting a bit, and you start to hear people are haggling and being way more successful than they were like 5 seconds ago. And yet the shopkeeper, brow still furrowed, passed the savings with
Oh my god.
with an 18. And he is pissed. And he's gonna reach for the child with both hands and roll me a d20, Rowan.
19. Nat.
He also got a nat 19. So you are now wrestling over this kid.
Good. Very appropriate.
And you don't want to let him go, and he's like grabbing the kid's going, ah, don't grab me.
he's
Don't.
mine.
Don't grab me. Ouch! My foot! That's my good foot. That's my kicking foot.
Let him go.
All right. Okay. This is
have another plan. Just throw that out there.
I mean, you can act. You're just
Yeah, go for it.
like.
Well, I don't think anybody really should be eating these apples anyway. They don't look too good. And I'll use silent image to make the apples, like the ones on top, they start to look like they're like just starting to turn. And then like you see deeper down, there's like some really bad ones, and I'm like, and they stink too. And I'll use minor illusion to make a stink.
Oh,
So layering the silent image and minor illusion.
oh my goodness. Okay. Are there any checks you can just cast that?
I can just cast those, but you can make an investigation check.
Okay.
And if you beat my 13, then you know that it's an illusion.
Okay. He does not realize this is an illusion. He thinks that you've just poisoned all his apples. And he is mad. Guards! Guards!
He's still pulling on the kid.
Yeah.
All right.
I think our trial's going really well.
All right, can I help Wynne and just try and get the kid out of his hands and run?
Sure.
I'm like 2 seconds away from like a divine smite.
Oh my god.
Divine Smite, bitch
In
slap.
the middle of this jump square.
Lizzie, give me acrobatic? No.
Athletics?
Yeah, give me athletics.
Oh boy. Okay.
I can't believe this right now.
Yeah, this didn't quite go the way I thought, but I love
That's
it.
what happens when we have 5 plans being executed by 3 people.
12. I'm just
Okay.
rolling a lot of mids.
That's okay. You successfully you tickle him under his armpits, and he just lets go, and and he lets go, and he's still yelling, "Guards!
Okay, we're going. We're leaving. Come on. And I try and get everybody just to run.
Okay.
Worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, then don't come over!
I make it smell like that.
Oh.
I literally said that I was driving, and all of a sudden, I don't know, we went over like a sewer or something, and it smelled like sulfur, like it smelled like eggs. And I just out
Ew.
loud said to everyone in the car, "Smells worse than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar." Nobody said
my God.
anything. They
Oh
didn't
my god.
even acknowledge me.
You are so weird.
Poke him over. Can't.
Don't come over. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So let's do an impromptu skill challenge. So you've got this child under your arm. Wynne?
Literally, I'm like, my boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still under the calm emotion.
It's for a minute, so
It's probably done
call
by
it.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's figure out how y'all want to make your way through this busy, crowded street with guards rushing towards you.
Ooh.
So here are the options. On one side, so think of the street, the alley that you came out of. The stall with the apples is like the second or third stall out from the alley. Hi, Bunny. Then Bunny would have acknowledged. Thank you, Bunny. I appreciate that. You see the alley that you came from. Down one side is guards coming your way. And then you can hear through the alley there are guards coming. And we're going to go ahead and roll for initiative to do the skill challenge. So everybody roll for initiative.
10.
Ready?
Then
2 10s?
I got a 7.
Oh, 7. Okay. Alright, let me get my sticky notes. Where are they? They're all here. So we've got Wynne at 10, Mournique at 7. Wait. What was yours, Lizzie?
6.
6, okay. Solikha at 6 and Bubble at 4.
Oh, no, please.
So a skill challenge. You need 3 successes to finish. We each can just take the turn as if it's combat. That doesn't necessarily mean you should be shooting people down. It's a big city with strong guards.
We'll come back when we're at higher level. Clear the place out.
No magisters to be seen. Okay, so Wynne, it's your turn. I will say that because you have the child on you, you're...
Now my burden.
Yeah, how should I do that? What kind of, what's the opposite of a handicap? Disadvantage should I give?
A much lower speed.
I guess it depends on what she's trying to do.
Okay, I'll wait to find out what you're gonna do, and I'll just determine if that would be a disadvantage with a child. So, you have your speed, you have your abilities, and you have your imagination. So, what's going on?
Oh dear.
Again, there are guards coming from the alley that we came from, and also coming from one of the sides of the street.
How many guards are coming from the street?
3.
And how many are coming through the alley?
2, but they're coming one at a time because it's a tight alley.
Good. Okay, I would like to use Ensnaring Strike on one of the first guard coming at us through the alley.
Oh no.
Oh.
Holy shit. Okay.
Why?
You're gonna
Why
send
not?
us all to jail!
We're not from the city. I don't know. Okay, maybe not then. Okay.
Maybe the jail has the next portal.
Oh no.
I was thinking because it stops them in their tracks. So maybe one trip would trip over the other one. I don't know.
Explain the move.
So you have to succeed or the enemy has to succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Okay,
Anything
that's fine.
like a large creature has an advantage on that roll. And then after that, or excuse me, at the start of a turn, it's 1d6 piercing. And if you succeed, you're freed. If not, then you take damage.
We'll let that happen because you're just grasping their feet with vines, right?
Yes, it's not a lot of damage, I don't think. It wouldn't be.
Okay. Does it require a roll on my part?
Yes, a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Okay, give me one moment.
That's my, I don't know, like spell casting attack, right?
It's an action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to update this here real fast. Okay. All right, so I need to succeed a strength saving throw. Let me see if I can just grab a stat block. Just flip through the pages, see what makes sense. Ooh. Oh, would it be mean if I made the guards genies?
Oh, gee.
Maybe.
Are you just
Please.
It's
looking-
not mean, it's world building.
Yeah.
Are you just looking for like commoner guard stats?
Yeah.
I believe that is in the back of the book.
Okay.
It might be in the player's handbook. Honestly.
Okay. Take a look. See.
Oh,
I love
think
my D&D books.
Guard is on page 347
Of the player handbook.
of the monster manual.
Okay.
Guard is a
I'm
monster.
so glad you love your books.
I love them so much. What page did you say?
347. It's like
Okay.
third to last page.
Okay.
Are these really the good guys, though, Bunny?
The guard is run by liches. Good luck, everyone else. Guard. Okay, perfect. So I need to make a strength savings throw. Okay, as the first guard, what does your move look like, Wynne?
What does it look like? I mean,
Like you can flavor it however you like.
you know, she's got child probably like already picked up. Like his feet are not touching the ground. Her other hand, she's gonna shoot out like this, and I think directly out of the ground, you're just gonna get these kind of not discolored, but not exactly green vines. Maybe a little bit more tan, with some thorns, some pretty long, gnarly thorns coming out of them, and they're gonna shoot right out of the ground towards the guards.
Okay, awesome. So as these vines shoot out of the ground, kind of making the pavement crumble as it bursts out, and it wraps around the guard's legs, and he goes tumbling, and the next guard, who was not prepared to have him be stopped in his tracks, also tumbles right on top of him, and they are momentarily stopped, and that is our first success. So good freaking job. Okay, do you use your movement to keep running towards the street that doesn't have guards running towards us?
See, this is the worst because I don't want to make a decision for everybody. Oh, I would like to keep running and hop right over those guards, but
Oh, okay, so you're running towards the guards.
after seeing that they've tripped, I think it would be a safe bet to get on the other street where so much shouting has not happened.
Okay, give me an athletics roll.
18.
Beautiful. You, as these guards are tumbled in a pile of vines and armor and grunting and sweating, you vault from the top of the second guard's back and just jump and go flying and are sprinting full speed ahead down the alley.
Nameless child in tow.
I should have given
Let's
you
make
a
it.
disadvantage on that jump. Okay, fuck, I missed my goddamn opportunity, but we'll let it go. Okay, who is next? That would be
I believe
Mournique.
that is me.
Ah,
So I'm not running. I'm staying right here at the stand. But when I see the guards
Oh, no.
start to approach, I'm going to just start fake choking. And I'll just point at the guy as I start to collapse. I'll point at
she
the vendor.
poisoned! She poisoned my apples! Look at them! She poisoned them! You know me! I'm your neighbor! You buy apples from me every single day!
It
Evelyn,
doesn't matter. She's
ahead.
dead.
Roll me a deception or a performance check.
Okay. This is gonna be deception. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. Oh no! That means she rolled bad.
18. I rolled a 5. but this is an 18.
Beautiful. Okay, so the guards who are not quite on your, they haven't made it to you yet. They're just charging forward. Everybody around the stall looks so confused. They're starting to be screaming, "Help! Help her! She's choking! Those apples are poisoned! What?" True, Rowan. And the guards are just rushing. They're rushing towards you while you are crumpled on the
Bad.
ground. Mournique.
Oh boy.
I'm
Dead,
not.
but still strategically covering myself with the umbrella, because fuck that.
There's just enough sliver of shade from the canvas cover of the stall, so you are covered in shade. I don't know to call that a success because you're not quite escaping,
Oh.
but
Well, maybe when the guards turn away from me to question the guy, I can slip away.
okay. So we'll see where the guards are at the next turn. So Lizzie, what would you like to do?
Oh boy. Does it look so? Wynne and the child have like jumped over the guards and they're doing okay, but
Mm-hmm.
Mournique is still in the middle of all the guards.
Sorry.
Well, the guards aren't quite to us yet. There are guards in the alleyway who are desperately trying to get untangled.
Okay.
And Bubbles just like
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
How many guards are still running?
there's 3 guards running towards you. They're pushing
Okay.
their way through the crowd, so they can't even really see Mournique on the floor. They just hear screaming and shouting, and they're out of the way.
Okay. I'm going to cast Command
Oh.
at 2nd level,
Oh.
so I can get two of 3 of them,
Okay.
and just say, well, it's one word, but for flair,
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
not needed, and I'm going to ask 2 of them to halt.
Okay. Do I have to make any kind of check?
Mm-hmm. It is wisdom.
I rolled a 10. Oh, I guess they both have to. And a 4.
Okay. So they both halt. So it's
Okay.
command is target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. And it's for a round.
So
So they on their turn they stop. They can't progress any further. So maybe that'll give everyone a chance to get a little further away.
okay.
At least 2 of them do.
Perfect. I'll call that a success because they didn't succeed in the check. So as you're casting command and whispering in their mind, "You're not needed," Bubble jumps up on the closest barrel and pulls out her kalimba and just starts going, "Happy birthday today!" And she will just perform. And she rolled a nat 20! Let's go! So she's up there, she's plunking away. She sounds a lot better than what I just did. She's remembering the night before where she was dancing and twirling, and now she's got 2 kalimbas and she's plunking one with one hand and plunking the other with the other. And the 2 guards that were told to halt, they kind of stop and they scratch their head and turn around and they see someone else doing something shady, they're like, "Hey, you there!" And they get distracted. And the last guard approaches and sees. Ah, thank you, Bunny. Sees Mournique on the ground and looks over at Bubble and looks at Mournique and looks at the apple guy who's like, "She poisoned my apples!" And sees dead Mournique on the ground and sees Bubble and says, She poisoned your apples!" and points to Bubble, and the guy is just going crazy, and Bubble looks over at Mournique and just says, "Run! Run!" And it's Mournique's turn. No, it's Wynne's turn.
Can you describe how far I made it? Am I out of the alley on the other side?
So you're back into that courtyard that we appeared in. That's about as far as you got.
And so, Bubble, Mournique, and everyone's behind me on the other side.
They're still at the stall. Wait. Did Solikha use her movement action at all?
I think she would have. Yes, she would have tried to go after Wynne and the kid. Yeah.
Okay, so you launch yourself over the guards because they're still very distracted.
Yeah, I stepped carefully. I was like, sorry, and just keep going.
No time.
Okay, so Wynne and Solikha are in the alley with the child. Bubble and Mournique are doing this bait and switch situation out by the carts.
Oh.
Or out by the stalls. But we know, we're at least familiar with where you went back to, so
It's okay. We're great. Everything's perfect. Everything's working.
Oh, I don't know.
So here's something. You can ready an action so that if something triggers, let's say, you could say something like this. I'm gonna wait just out of sight from the alley with my mace and ready my attack in case the guards step into my sight. Something like that. That's just an example.
Well, okay. Thank you for the example. I don't want to maim.
Yeah, exactly. That's just an example. Or you could grab them or push them.
Solikha is in safe range with me, right?
Yes. She made it through the alley.
I mean, I think I'm going to look for some cover. Is there another sort of tent or some crates?
Yeah, you see crates and canvas and burlap sacks and garbage, wood planks.
Honestly, you know what I want to do? I want to give the kid my food and tell him to get the hell out of here while the guards are preoccupied with my vines. I'd like to do that real quick.
Okay. Perfect. So the kid takes the food from your hands with little tears in his eyes, and he's like, "Helped me." And he hands you a little crumpled piece of paper.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna open it real quick.
It looks
so I can see it as well.
Looks to be like a map.
There is an Evelyn in chat.
Catch that bitch!
Honestly. Is he poisoned?
He's got freaking weird ass eyes, so yeah. Okay.
What can I tell from this map?
You will be able to check once your friends are within safety with you.
Okay.
Okay, that's your action.
Okay, that's fine.
If you want to hide, that's fine too.
If Solikha thinks that's a great idea, I think we should.
Yes, Wynne. Hide.
So we dart behind some crates.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, Mournique. You are dead on the floor. Well, pretending.
Uh-huh.
The man, the apple salesman, is screaming and shouting and pointing. Bubble is twirling and spinning. Everybody is gathered around her. The guard is walking toward Bubble.
Okay, so there's just one guard near me and Bubble.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I will get up. I'll drop the apple illusions. I'm done with that ruse. I will take one. And I'll just look at the guy while I take it. And I'll go over to the guard and I will just tap him on the shoulder. And I'll say, I think you should go home. And I'll cast suggestion.
Okay. Do I have to make a roll?
Saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. 13.
He turns and he looks at you and says, "What, you just dead on the floor? You're not my boss."
It wasn't me. It was her. And I'll point over and I'll use the silent image to make another me on the floor.
Let me see what his passive perception is. His perception is +2. And his passive perception is 12.
Which
What do I
is
do
not
with that
better than
information?
13.
Okay. Okay.
Which is my safety thing.
Yeah, okay, and he rolled a 2. So, any shenanigans are ensuing. Yes, Ava.
Oh my god.
This is crazy.
I made some poor choices.
She heard skill child and she's like, let me use my skills.
Yeah. Let me be the only one who uses my skills. Nope, that's not gonna work.
Okay, so as he looks at the illusion on the ground, and then he looks back at you, and he looks at the illusion on the ground, and he looks back at you, and he says, "My cousins, the twins." Yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
I'm sorry?
Well, I mean, she's wearing the same dress as you.
I'm leaving. Good luck with this.
That's the girl that stole my apples! It is now Solikha's turn.
Oh, jeez.
Did I succeed?
I mean, you're within
No.
his grasp, so not really. He
Okay.
could just grab
Is
you.
that a failure?
I'm not gonna say that, 3 fails and the game's over. We'll just, until you get 3 full successes
Okay.
and escape. Just get out of here. Bubble said run, and what did you do? You tapped him on
What?
the shoulder.
Well, I didn't want to leave Bubble behind. She's my
Okay.
best friend.
That's fair.
Oh, God. I don't even know what I could do from here.
The guards with the vines are starting to stand up. They've finally untangled themselves. Let me see if they took any damage. What's the roll on that grasping? Yeah, they took some
It's-
damage. So they're
Just 1d6.
a little bit pissed. They've got their legs are a little bit cut up. The hands are cut up from trying to pull the vines off, and they're angry. And they're walking. They're
Behind the
walking
crates,
back. They're walking back towards the alley, shouting, "Think they ran over here!"
Towards us?
Is
Yeah.
there any... Does the alley continue on past where we're hiding? Like, are we...
So you're in the courtyard that you appeared. So imagine a square courtyard and then 4 alleys leading out.
Okay.
So there are more alleys you can run.
Okay. If I hear them coming from the direction of where we just ran from, I will try and use thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And just sort of make an instantaneous sound of like maybe like boxes falling over, like something stumbling, like to draw them away. And I want to cast it like further down so they think that we're further away.
Okay, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's see. What would a save against that be? Like perception?
I mean, there's no save. It's a cantrip. It's just a sound. So.
Okay, so they'll
maybe insight or.
I think that you'll make the noises and they're going to assume that that's you. So they'll be heading over to that sound and you're safe for now.
Okay.
Okay. It is it Bubbles' turn or no, is it Mournique's turn? Bubbles' turn?
It's Bubbles' turn.
Okay. Bubble is plunking away on her kalimbas. She is seeing that the guard is she's seeing that the guard is got his attention on Mournique. And she is going to I'm just gonna do this because I can, because I'm the DM. She's gonna cast Vicious Mockery and she's gonna say, "Hey you ugly stupid big dummy!" And he's gonna turn around and she's gonna say, "Mournique, run!" I don't even remember. Does Vicious Mockery just give disadvantage on attacks?
No, I think Vicious Mockery is the one that hurts them.
Oh.
It's 1d4 psychic damage, and then they get disadvantage.
Oh, okay. So his feelings... Wait, do I have to roll?
Wisdom saving throw.
Vicious Mockery. You unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments that a creature you can see within range if the target can hear you. It must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 1d... Okay, so he needs to succeed a wisdom. But he got a 2. So his feelings are really hurt. And his brain took that, like, to heart. His heart took that to heart. He took it to heart. His heart took it to heart. His butt took it to heart.
The butt.
The butt is like really hurt, and he's standing there just looking at her like, and Bubble says, "Run, Mournique, please run!" And as he's standing there, Bubble is gonna rush over to Mournique, grab her by the hands, and rush towards the alley. We know there are 2 guards down there, but we need to get the fuck out of this street. It is now Wynne's turn. There are 2 guards walking towards the sound that Solikha made. So you can sneak away, you can tangle them again, you could try whatever you want to try.
I'm so sorry if I'm asking for clarification. So if this was like the alley, we're here, are the guards going this way? Mournique and Bubble are coming this way?
Yes, yeah. Their backs would be to Bubble and Mournique. And then maybe you would be to the side. So.
I don't think we should move yet. I think we should let them go into the throng of people, the crowd.
Well, yeah, I'm hoping my sound distracted the ones that were coming after us, but we still need to wait for Mournique and Bubble. We can't leave without them.
Oh, absolutely. I, at this point, kind of think we should rejoin with them, maybe, while the guards are not looking.
what about the kid? Do you want to go?
He's
I'll
gone.
stay here.
Oh.
He left?
Yeah, she sent the kid away.
With some
Which-
food, and he get yeah.
Okay.
It was so
So
nice.
I think he's lost in the throngs already.
Yeah, the kid escaped.
Okay. Then we can
Oh.
try.
So you want to head back down towards the, like, sneak back down towards the alley to meet back up with Bubble and Mournique? You can hear them. At this point, you can hear our footsteps rushing down the hallway, the alleyway.
I think
Yeah.
I'd like to like at least make myself known, like maybe pop my head over and be like, "Let's go over here."
Give me a stealth check. Are you wearing heavy armor?
17. I am.
You have disadvantage.
Okay. Shit. All right, so we got 14.
Okay. So, you you gratefully think back to this morning when you quickly oiled your armor, and it is very stealthy, doesn't make a single noise. You sneak over to the alley and you peek your little eyes, and you see Bubble grabbing Mournique by the hand, and Bubble is running, and Mournique is like kind of being dragged a little bit, not wanting to run very fast. And but you see exactly, you see them coming your way.
Do they see me?
Yes, we see your little head poking through, making eye contact. It's like this. You have to look at my stream to see what I did, but
Yeah, no, I know. 'Cause you're just a second away. Yes, there we go. Yes.
okay.
Is that like a
So-
full action? Do I get anything else?
You snuck over, so I would say that's your action.
Okay.
All right, it is now Mournique's turn. There are 2 guards in the courtyard peering, like kicking over trash and kicking over boxes and wood planks. And you see Wynne's head peeking around the corner, like super stealthily, surprisingly stealthily for what a klutz we know Wynne to be. And yeah, what do you do?
We're just gonna go into that alleyway, and I'll do one last minor illusion. Probably not my last one because it's free for me, or it's a silent image.
Cool.
And I will just literally put up a wall behind us, an illusory wall.
Okay, cool. Very cool. All right, it is Solikha's turn.
I think in this moment I'm going to come out of hiding, and can I take a look at the map and see if I can get an idea of where to run?
Sure, yeah. Give me a investigation check.
Sure.
Now, remember, there are still 2 guards in this vicinity.
Well, I
They
know
just
where I
don't
sent
see you
them,
yet.
right? Because I know I sent them further down with my sound.
So they're investigating that, but if they don't see anything, they're gonna turn back around. They're not quite out of reach. There are other once we all get into the area, we can all run away together as long as they don't notice. Well, I mean, you could run away regardless, but
Okay, then I guess I'm gonna hold my action and not come out of hiding until I see the rest of my group a little bit closer.
okay. Alrighty, it is now Bubbles' turn, I think. Bubbles going to, as we're running, we see, me and Mournique see Wynne. We can tell that Solikha is hiding. Maybe Solikha pokes her little head out to acknowledge that she's there. And Bubbles sees the two guards down further in the alley, and she's gonna cast dancing lights right in front of them, and they're just gonna go, oh, pretty. And Bubble will say, let's run this way to the other alley. Let's go.
Here you go.
All right. And we escaped. Yay!
Well, that was fun. Should we check out another stall?
You guys! Oh, that was really scary. Oh my god. But did you see my dance moves? I was killing it up there.
The kid is gone. Gave us a note. We gotta go.
Oh.
Okay, so we find a safe place to check out the piece of paper as we uncrumple it and smooth it out on a nearby box. We've run down several alleys, turned several corners. We are far away from the guards. We see that the map leads to something called what is it called? Hold on.
Could have just gone to a tavern.
I think we'd run into the same problem. We don't have any of those scarabs.
Facts. I set myself up for success with that one. Gotta keep you
Is
guys
this
in
a-
line.
Appropriate moment to ask for a break.
Oh, let's look at the map real fast and then we'll take a break.
Okay.
So the map is called... Okay, I don't remember what it's called, but the map shows there's an X on the map, and it shows that like a path through the kind of like the abandoned, ruined side of the city where people don't really live there. It's kind of been taken over by wildlife. It's kind of on the outskirts of the old town. And there's a big red X on the map. And while they're deliberating and kind of noting down which paths to take and trying to figure out landmarks and where they are, where you all are currently, we will go ahead and take a quick bio break.
Great.
All right, so as you look at the map, you have determined the best and stealthiest way to arrive at your destination. As you make your way through the city, you're starting to get to the part of town where nobody lives, nobody goes here. It's crumbled. Kind of looks like maybe there was like a battle here, or it's just a really old part of town that they may have neglected with the city money and just focused on other, maybe richer parts of town. As you approach where the X is marked on your map, everybody go ahead and roll me perception.
Oh, look, they have an orange Julia's over here.
16.
22. Nope, sorry,
look-
21.
Solikha doesn't know what an orange Julius is and just rolled a 4.
Neither does Mournique.
You just overheard someone talking about it. So, speaking
I
of...
just see that it's here on the map.
Speaking of overheard, so Solikha is just kind of striding down the street, and Mournique grabs her by the hand and shh, 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 I hear something. Mournique whispers.
I hear something weird.
You overhear what sounds to be a group of men And they're talking about...
Ew!
They're talking about... You hear them talking about... various beasts and animals bragging about... Oh yeah, well I caught a Trask before. Whatever. I slayed an entire group of myconids and ate and boiled their skin into soup. Oh yeah, well, I have a manticore head mounted on my wall. These seem to be... You're like, that's what I should have done with it. These seem to be poachers of rare and exotic creatures. They're talking. They're really close to the X on the map. And the one says, well, we better quiet down. Those spotted whipcats have sharp hearing. We want to get those whips in good condition. We gotta get the jump on them. Oh my god. Alright, focus. The spot. If we want to get those whips in good condition, we better sneak in there. Those spotted whipcats are got good hearing.
Should we wait for them to move?
I want to
They're
see what a
right on top
spotted
of it.
whip cat is.
It's a cat? How bad could a cat be?
Kidding.
I'm sorry, can you are they standing in front of the place where we need to go?
Yeah, it looks as if they're getting into position to head into exactly the X on your map.
Oh.
Can we ascertain anything else about it? Is it like a storefront? Is it like a bar?
It looks to be an abandoned and rubble-ridden bathhouse.
Well, in that case.
In fact, I will go ahead and give you a drawing that I did. That is obscured by all of our icons. In fact, I will give you the full what's inside.
Whoa, that's cool. I love this.
Oh, I want to pet him.
And I'll put it up for a stream too.
I do.
This is what they look like! I drew them!
Oh,
And I invented them. They're based off a very common D&D like monster, but
it's different.
it's different because it only has 4 legs instead of 6.
It already looks way different, so...
they look adorable.
So you ascertain that these poachers are going in to take these spotted whipcats for their whips.
And we're aware of the whip cats, like...
You've never you've never no, you've never seen or heard of one of these. Well, you know what? Give everybody give me a history check.
Ooh.
19.
Also 19.
Okay.
Solikha just heard the word cat and is just immediately interested.
So
I rolled a 1.
Solikha's just like kitty. So Wynne and Mournique look at each other, and recognition is met in their eyes. They've heard stories about the desert whipcats. They've heard of displacer beasts. They've heard of striped whipcats. They know that the spotted whipcat is the desert variety, and they're quite strong. Their whips are deadly, and often poached for their whips that are like brown, leathery tentacles that are prehensile. They are dangerous and scary and adorable.
Yes.
With
It's like a
cute,
bobcat.
fuzzy bellies. They're based off cheetahs. So picture
Really
a
any
cheetah,
feline.
specifically a cheetah with lynx ears, like long ears with tufts. Other than that, you look exactly like cheetahs with long, leathery brown tentacles protruding out of their shoulder blades.
Wynne's gonna say something like, I don't like the way those guys are talking about these creatures. I think we should do something.
Well, absolutely. I love cats way more than men.
Way more.
Anything for cats.
So, just side note, I originally had these as like ambushing. They were gonna ambush you, and then I was like, wait, I know my friends. They're not gonna want to kill these things.
That's why I don't use animal monsters.
Yeah. So I was like, we're gonna put some poachers in there.
Even better.
I'm so glad. Okay, so sorry, I've said too much. So, yeah, what do you guys want to do? They're getting into position. They don't sense you. They don't notice you. They are just creeping in with nets and spears and hammers and clubs. They're gonna club the baby whipcats.
I would
Well,
like
they're
to
not
attack
babies,
from
but-
behind.
They're babies. They're cats. They're all babies.
Exactly. So, Evelyn, how do we do like pre-combat sneak attacks?
Well, we'll say this, it works a lot better than it does in Ball.
No, Astarion gets his action back.
Yeah, well,
And we're Astarians,
all the
aren't
rest
we?
of us get fucked in the initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we are all Astarion, aren't we?
Yeah, true. So I guess we would make like a stealth check opposed to their passive perception.
Okay.
You would determine if our group stealth is high enough to succeed.
Okay. And I'll say there's 5 poachers.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Let me pull up who they are.
I'm assuming I get a disadvantage.
Because of your heavy mail.
Clank, clank, clank.
I'm going to say we're gonna call them bandits. So you recognize that there is a bandit captain and 4 bandits. And their perception's not that good, so go ahead and everybody roll stealth for me. I
Oh,
like
that's
latex.
Not good. Latex
Agreed.
underwear?
yeah, I actually have latex underwear and it feels so fucking good.
Oh, nice. I'll have to look into that. I got a 10.
I got a 19.
16.
Okay. Let me see what Bubble. Let's see Bubble. Uh-oh, Bubble might be the killer here.
Let's all see Bubble.
Oh no, Bubble is stealthy as fuck. Okay. Bubble has a +6 to stealth. That's a little crazy. Okay, so we successfully sneak up on these fucking goobers. Go ahead and get into position. Essentially just picture a square building that has windows and an open doorway, and they're all kind of sneaking up on it from all sides. So just draw a rectangle, and then there's 5 dudes around. Maybe 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and then 1 in the front.
Okay. I mean,
We decide who we attack first.
Let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
woohoo.
We're gonna get some more upbeat.
I got a 5.
Okay. Where is my sticky note? Sticky? Stop eating vermin, Sticky.
You can't, Sticky. It's not ours.
Okay,
We're
Wynne got a
not
5.
thieves.
Solikha?
13.
Mournique?
18.
And Bubbles got... Now, with the sneak attack, do I just roll them now? Or do I... I guess I'd roll now, but we all get a turn before they do?
Yeah, if we're surprising them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see. We gotta keep track of their health and stuff, too. Captain. Bear with me, folks. Rawr. I'm gonna say bandit 1. To make more space on my desk. Okay, and then bandit 2. Idiot.
I know.
He rolled a nat 1. Bandit 3. And bandit 4. Memento. Alright, start thinking about the sneak attack that you want to perform, everybody. In just a moment, we're gonna get started.
Ooh.
What are you giggling at?
That's what I want to do, not what I'm gonna do. Wouldn't be very much of a sneak attack.
Yeah, probably I.
Maybe.
Probably. But I like to be the biggest one.
Just gotta see, these are the guys you should save your smite for. Kitty killers.
Some save, just under us.
There we go. Here's what I was looking for. Okay. Okay. I have to do so much combat. Oh my god. All right, I have initiative. Holy fuck. Okay. Mournique, it is your turn for sneak attack.
Oh. I was hoping I would go last, but I guess I did roll pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just, go to the shady part of the building.
Okay.
And,
There's a lot of palm trees casting shadows everywhere.
good. I will, I guess, just shoot him with the crossbow. I'll shoot one of them.
Okay. Do you want to shoot Captain or Bandit 1 through 4?
Bandit 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna be number 1.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Oh. Okay, I rolled 2 14s. Hold on. 8 damage with the crossbow.
Oh. Hey.
Nice.
Let me get my calculator. Wow, these guys are weak as shit. I might have to increase their health a little bit.
Yeah, bandits
no.
are pretty pathetic.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay. So as you shoot him, where do you want to? Where in the body are you shooting him?
Right in the middle of the back. The itchy spot that you can't reach.
Right. So they're sneaking up on these cats that you don't see yet. And he gets shot in the back with a crossbow bolt, and he just goes. All right. Next up is Solikha.
Okay. Seeing Mournique nail this guy between the shoulder blades, she's gonna reach out her hand, and you're gonna hear like this little like church bell sound, and she's gonna toll the dead. That same guy.
Oh, okay. What does that do?
Need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Okay.
From him.
Sure. Got a 13.
Okay, that makes it so it doesn't do anything.
Okay. He's busy trying to reach the bolt in his back. He dodged, right? Or he's screaming over the sound of the bell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
Okay. It is Bubble's turn. Bubble. Am I a Bard of Valor? I am. Bubble is going to... Bubble is going to cast Bane. How many people can I Bane?
I think it's 3 per, for the first level.
Okay. Let's see. So, up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. The range is 30 feet. And it is a concentration spell. They must make charisma saving throws. Whenever a target that fails the save throw makes an attack or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or savings throw. Okay. So, I'm gonna do it on...
I think that's a reaction, right? You react to somebody attacking.
Bane?
Oh, Bane. I'm sorry. I was thinking of a different spell. I was thinking of cutting words.
Oh, okay. You're right, that is a reaction. That's what Bubble does all the time in Baldur's Gate. When she's a bard of lore, she's like, "You flatulent sniffer!" So, okay, so she's gonna cast it on the bandit leader, and bandit 1 and bandit 2. So they need to make charisma savings throws. Bandit 1 passes. Bandit captain does not pass. Bitch! We're just gonna write Bane. And then bandit 2 passes. Okay, so captain has Bane on him. And that's an action. And for my bonus action, I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Wynne. I'm gonna go, and you're gonna get Bardic Inspiration, which means you can add a 1d6, I believe, to any roll that you want. So if you roll kind of poorly, you can say, I'm going to use my inspiration. But you have to say that before you find out if you've hit or miss or anything. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, very much.
Okay. So you can use that at any time for the rest of the fight. Once. Wynne! Boo, 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 boo. And it is Wynne's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna ask again just for visualization.
Sure.
So captain is in the front of the building.
Yeah, so picture a rectangle. Captain is to the left of the rectangle. 2 of them are to the bottom of the rectangle. And we'll say 2 of them are to the right of the rectangle. Just for our own visualization instead of...
And we're attacking from the left.
We're attacking from the bottom.
That's fine.
At least
okay.
Bubble is. We could
So
have spread
there's-
out, so...
There's 2 on the bottom.
It's 2 on the bottom, 2 on the right, 1 on the left.
Okay. I would like to attack one of the one on the bottom that maybe has not been attacked yet.
Okay, that would be Bandit 2.
Bandit number 2, here I come with my glaive. And are we still? Do I still have the element of like surprise?
Yes, this is your
sneaking?
sneak attack. Yeah.
Okay, so for my sneak attack, she's gonna kind of creep up with her well-oiled armor still, with her glaive, and she's gonna kind of like try and like reach it all the way out. And what she's gonna try and do is swipe down with the bladed end of the glaive right at their dominant hand that's holding the net or the spear or whatever they have.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, I might as well just add 6 to the.
You also have advantage because they're surprised.
So that cancel. Does that cancel out because he's wearing, or she's wearing heavy armor?
Advantage on the attack.
Not the sneak. Okay, yeah. So go ahead and roll with advantage. You can wait until you've rolled before you add the 1d6. I'll wait. That way, if you roll a 20, you don't want to add your Bardic Inspiration. You probably won't need Bardic Inspiration for a 20,
Yeah, I'm gonna use the Bardic
Okay.
Inspiration.
Okay, go
for,
ahead.
For 13.
So you rolled your 20 and then you rolled a d6 and got a 13? What is
I rolled a 7. 7 and a 1.
Okay, so then you're adding. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay.
That was a good use.
Okay, so I got a 4, and at the same time, I'm going to use Divine Smite, which does additional damage
Okay.
after a hit. Let me see. So that's just extra damage is 2d8 for first level spell slot.
Okay.
10. So that's 14 total.
14 total. Okay. As you go to...
I'm aiming to cut his arm off, just to let you know. That's what I want to do.
Okay, perfect. As you go to disarm this this nasty cat poacher, you successfully cut his arm off, and he is gripping his stump, and it is spraying blood, and he's going, "Ah!" And that was my best attempt at that. What's that famous laugh called? Or not laugh, what's that famous scream called? Yes,
Wilhelm
that was
scream?
my attempt at the Wilhelm scream. And he is freaking the fuck out, and he runs straight into the wall and knocks himself out, and is just bleeding out of the ground.
Yes.
Okay, so we are now in initiative. Bandit 2 is fucking done for.
Wynne does not fuck with poachers.
So it is now Bandit 1's turn. He was the one who has the bolt shot in his back. He's writhing around. He's trying to pull it out. And he pulls out, he manages to pull the bolt out of his back, and he looks over at Mournique and glowers? What's the word? Like glares?
The one.
Glowers?
Flower.
He glares. He glows at Mournique, and he takes the bolt that she shot him in the back with, and he loads his crossbow, and he aims at her and fires. And 16 to hit?
16 hits.
Okay. So he is going to... He's going to do 2 damage. What the fuck?
Down.
Shut up. Okay. Next up is Mournique.
Okay. This is the guy that I shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As it's coming over, I will just, like, sling the crossbow back onto my back, and I will pull out my daggers. And I'm just gonna take 2 swings with my daggers.
Okay.
The first one is a miss. I rolled a 3. And bonus action. Oh my god. 12.
12 hits.
12 hits. 6 damage with this. Nope, 4 damage. Sorry.
Okay. And what are you aiming for?
The throat.
Perfect. So as you swing one dagger, he kind of dodges out of the way, and he goes, ah, and he goes to grab his bleeding back. And as he's making the fatal mistake of nursing his wound, you slice at his throat, and blood is spraying everywhere, raining down on you, Mournique. and he is clutching his throat and his back, and he's writhing around, and then he falls down dead on the ground.
You shouldn't kill cats.
Don't fuck with cats. I know my players so well.
Please.
And you can see that they have rare ivory necklaces and like the skulls of endangered monkeys around their neck. Like these are pieces of shit. Like fuck these guys. Okay. Anything else?
That will be all for now.
Okay. It is now Bandit 4's turn. Bandit 4 is on the right side of the building. He's gonna pull out his crossbow. With my description, where is everybody standing? I know Mournique is standing close to the bottom left side of the building.
Okay, good. That's what I was picturing as well, so.
Okay. Where is Solikha?
Probably sort of in the area with Bubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who did I shoot at? I don't even
You
remember.
shot me.
No. Who did Bubble shoot at?
Oh.
Oh, Bubble didn't shoot at
Jane.
anybody. Bubble did Bane. Okay, so, okay, then the Bandit 4 is gonna go ahead and shoot at Wynne. That's because that's closest. Sorry, I should have made a map for this because this isn't that complicated, but I didn't think to do the bandits instead of cats until literally on my way home. So, he's gonna go ahead and take a shot with his crossbow at Wynne. Does 12 hit?
No. Wynne's glaive just... Shoo.
Awesome. Okay. It is now the captain's turn. So the captain is pissed. He's looking over at Bubble and Solikha and Mournique. And he... Okay, cool. He is going to... Hell yeah. Alright. This guy is fighting 3 sword style. I don't know if anybody's ever seen One Piece, but he's got...
A sword in his mouth.
Yeah. He's got 2 scimitars. We'll just say for flavor. He's got 2 scimitars and a dagger in his mouth. So he's gonna rush over to Bubble. And he's gonna do a multi-attack. So he's going to try to hit her with... Actually, to decide who's gonna take these, I'm going to roll, because it's kind of boring. NPCs fighting an NPC. What the fuck? Wait, I didn't decide what my roll was. Okay, it's Bubble. He's going to attack Bubble. He's kind of strong. All right, so he's gonna.
You don't need. You can do 2. If it's got more than 1 attack, you can split them up. Some attacks against Bubble, some against me.
True. Okay, let me see. Because I know sometimes it says same, but this one doesn't. So, all right, he's gonna swing his scimitar at Bubble. He does have
Do it.
Bane.
Kill Bubble.
He does have Bane, so his
It's the opposite of bless.
attack roll
Subtract a d4.
from his attack roll. Okay. Fuck yeah, he misses. He's gonna swing his other scimitar. Fuck yeah, he misses. Rolled a 2 and then a 1. And then... and then he fucking misses again! Let's go! Alright, he is super salty. Arr! It is now Bandit 3's turn. Bandit 3 is going to try to shoot Wynne with his crossbow. And he misses. He shoots the crossbow and again, just twing! Evelyn just bounces the bolt right off your glaive like a fucking bad bitch. Okay. Now it is Solikha's turn.
Well, I see him swinging swords and trying to kill Bubble. I'm just going to reach out and sort of make contact with the back of his armor and cast Inflict Wounds.
Ooh, okay.
That's attack roll. Me.
Okay.
13 plus 5. 18? No.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
18.
Awesome. That definitely hits.
Okay. So that's 1, 8, 4, 15 necrotic damage.
Ooh, let's go.
Is he dead?
No.
Do the thing.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, he's not dead.
Oh, well, then I'll channel divinity, touch of the dead, and add an extra 11 necrotic.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
So 26
Way to go.
necrotic.
Okay.
Right.
Racked gamer. Okay. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Staying right where I am.
Perfect. It is Bubble's turn. Bubble is going to cast... So, actually, Bubble has to make a concentration check. And, unfortunately, she just rolled a nat 1. So, Bane is no longer in effect. But that's okay, because she is going to cast Cloud of Daggers on Bandit 3 and 4, the ones who keep shooting Wynne on the right side. So you see her toss a dagger. It lands by their feet. They look at it. They look at Bubble and they burst out laughing because it was like such a shitty throw. And Bubble just smiles and she starts plunking away her kalimba. I need to learn some actual songs other than... Wait. I don't remember. And you see the dagger start to float up in the air, and it splits, and those split, and those split, and they all split, and all of a sudden there's a whirlwind of daggers going around, just cutting their motherfuckers up. And they take... let's see. Fill the air with spinning daggers and keep it 5 feet on each side, centered on a point each user within range. A creature takes 44 slashing when it enters the spell's area for the first time in a turn or starts its turn there. So is it 44 damage each turn? Like now, and then when it's their turn again?
Possibly. Hold on.
You shit, Bubble.
It says, a creature takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So it's in the area, so for the first time it takes it.
I'm not sure.
Well, that's how I'm gonna say it is. So
Okay.
they'll take they'll take 44 now, and then on their turn they'll take 44. So, Bandit 3 takes 7 damage. And Bandit 4 takes Bandit 4 is highly overwhelmed by these daggers, and as it's slicing, it's cutting his Achilles tendon, and it's cutting his ditch in his elbow, and it's cutting his knees, and it's cutting his ears, and then it cuts his throat, and he's spraying blood, and I'm like, did you see that? I did what you did!
No, bravo. Wow.
And the guy next to him is just getting covered in his own blood and his friend's blood, and he's like, ah! And that is the end of... Actually, Bubble's gonna say, Wynne! And you get Bardic Inspiration one more time. Okay,
Hell yeah.
before it's Wynne's turn, you hear from within the bathhouse a growl and out steps a spotted whip cat, and it is walking straight for the captain. And what it does is it whips the fucking shit. It tries to whip the fucking shit out of this guy. It comes prowling out, and it looks at the captain with his scimitars in his hands and his dagger in his mouth, and he's like sweating and like bleeding a little bit. And the whip cat goes whoosh, whoosh, with his whips, and he does. Let's roll. Holy shit. He hits, okay, and then he rolls again, and he hits again, and the... Hi, Uto, thank you. The whip cat does... 1, 4, 6, and 15, 19, 21, 22, 23 fucking damage, dudes. Holy shit.
Ooh.
Glad you're not fighting the whip cats. As
I would let it kill me.
You hear another, and you see crawling out the window towards Bandit 3. The whip cat peers down at the bandit and goes whoosh, whoosh, and fucking hits. Fucking hits again, baby. All right, let's see. Okay, he's dead. He only has like 3 health. I don't even need to roll. Okay, the whip kind of slips in between the daggers and just whoosh, whoosh, and comes out unscathed, and the guy's face is just gone. It was there before, and now it's just gone. It's just a bloody mess. It is now Wynne's turn. Let me tell you who's left.
That's my first question.
It's just the captain and the whip cats,
All
if you want
right.
to attack them.
Hello?
Just saying.
No, she's gonna run directly to this captain.
Okay.
Glaive out, like full battle cry charge. And she's gonna go for a movement where she's gonna try and like knock his hands back with like the flat of the blade, and
Okay.
then slice them off. But I guess you're going to tell me if it hits.
Sure.
14.
Unfortunately,
That's a yes?
that's a miss.
No!
No.
So
Wait, are you inspired? No.
it's too late now.
I didn't use it, yeah.
So, as you go to knock his like scimitars, he parries. He actually goes shing, and throws your glaive back. You kind of step back. Anything else?
No, I don't think I can do anything else, so.
Okay. Mournique, it's your turn.
I will just look over at the captain, and I'll just start to hum a little creepy tune, and I will cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh, okay. Tell me what that does.
This is a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
If you fail, you will take 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use reaction to move as far away as your speed allows.
Okay. Right. Well, he rolled a 10.
That is a failure.
Okay. Tell me how the whisper sounds.
It's like a creepy little song that she's humming. So, yeah.
What do they
basically.
sing in Faz? What's the lullaby the creepy ghost sing in Faz? I don't remember. It's a lullaby. Anyways, okay. So his eyes go wide, and he starts stepping back. And he starts to kind of stumble back, and he's scrambling away from this creepy sound of this creepy girl covered in his colleague's blood. Anything else?
1, 2, butcher's crew. 3, 4, bloody floor.
Ooh.
I like that.
Go on from there. And he takes 13 damage. Psychic
Oops.
damage.
Okay. Okay. His eyes are wide, and he is bloodied, but he is still up. It is Solikha's turn.
I think he goes before me, doesn't he?
Oh, you're so right. Thank you. Okay. He takes the dagger. He throws it up with his mouth like some kind of fucking weirdo. And he hits it with his scimitar. And it goes hurtling towards Mournique. And he rolls a nat 20.
Okay.
And so that is
That'll hit.
for 5 piercing damage. Does it double if it's a crit?
Yeah, the dice roll is doubled, and then the modifier adds on at the end.
Okay, so then that would be 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And he hit you right in the shoulder. And you got
Ow.
a dagger poking out of your shoulder.
You interrupted my song. Ow.
He starts to kind of stride back over with the scimitars in his hands. Okay, Solikha, thank you so much for your honesty. It's your turn.
Well, I want you to be able to get to use your bad guys.
Thank you.
How is he looking?
He's looking rough. He is looking like he might be on his last leg.
I almost just exploded his brain.
There is
That's
blood
fair.
leaking from his ears. Yeah, he's pretty fucked. He's got whiptail like bruises and pierces all over his body. I don't remember what else we did to him,
right
but
behind him. Yeah.
yeah.
Then she's just gonna run up in front of him and just like slip around and stand right in front of him and say, "Good night," and boop him on the nose and inflict wounds again.
Sick! Tell me how that works again?
It's a roll on my part.
Okay. That's so cool. A death cleric going, good night, and then just like black veins are like growing across his face from his nose.
Scary.
That's a 15. 10 plus 5.
Hell yeah. How do you want to do this?
Oh, well, I mean, you kind of described it perfectly, didn't you?
So as you boop, black veins start to form on his nose and they spread across his face, and his eyes go wide and his mouth is ajar, and they spread all across, and his current wounds start to sizzle and boil, and he just crumples to the floor dead.
I mean, that's what he gets for threatening cats, honestly.
Yeah, you guys did it! Okay, so the whip cats are still aggro, but they have the one whip cat that took care of Bandit 3 or Bandit 4, whichever one that was. Let me switch back to music. It's cool. It comes slinking over to its mate, and they are now like, you know how cats go like this when they're pissed? Their backs arched and their tails are up and they're kind of hissing. That's what these whip cats are doing. They're growling in their...
Dexter also does that when he's happy.
Oh, okay. They're not poised to strike, but they are in a defensive position.
I'll talk to them.
Okay.
Hey. Sorry for disturbing you.
Are you here for our precious whips?
No, well, they were, but we're not with them. We're not like them.
I see you did quite well against these poachers.
Yeah, we really like cats. So, it was really no question.
When you say that, the ears on the female go from, like, you know how cats get those bitch ears?
Yeah,
where they, like,
the
flat
bitch
down?
ears.
They kind of perk up, and she kind of raises her head a little bit, and she says, oh, you like cats, do you?
Yeah. Can
You
we pet you?
Oh, well, only if you're gentle. You start to hear. And the female rubs up against Mournique, and the male pensively walks over to no free purrs here. Pensively walks up to Solikha and says, that, I'm assuming you're translating for everyone. We're just going to assume that Mournique is always translating unless you say otherwise.
Yeah, I can just reach out to you mentally and literally translate instantly what they're saying.
Yeah, so we're going to assume that's the case until you say I want to have a private conversation with the animal.
Yes.
The male goes over to Solikha and says, that was quite the nasty trick. While purring and snuzzling your leg.
Well, I couldn't have just let them hurt you like that.
Have you heard? Flattery gets you everywhere.
I mean, I'm sure you know that you're your own good looks. Gorgeous creature. I know what cats are. I know that they view themselves.
We are the most perfect beings in this city. That's why we've been
Really?
tasked with guarding this pool.
Guarding it.
Why, yes. Didn't your little map bring you here?
My first instinct was just that this was a safe place to hide, and protecting you was a bonus. But is there something special about the pool?
Why don't you go see for yourself, little deathling? And they give one last wrap around your legs and go over and lay down on one of the broken benches. The other rolls on its back by the stairs and just starts grooming its paws.
Then go over and just peek in the pool.
Okay, so you see... Do you all go over and peek in the pool?
Yeah. If it
So-
wasn't
Not
for
allowed.
all the horrible things that happened today, this would be the best day ever.
So you see the pool. It is murky. There's algae. There's dirt. There's dust. There's plants growing out of it. You can tell this is just like rainwater from very infrequent monsoons that has gathered a lot of sediment. It's not really drinkable water. It's just kind of nasty. But as you peer closer and kind of quiet your heart from the adrenaline that came from brutalizing these assholes and dancing in their blood rain, at least Bubble did. You peer into the pool. You start to see an image form before you. You see a council room, it looks like, you know, like how do you describe a council room? You guys know what I'm saying. You see
Jedi Council. Just a bunch of egg-shaped chairs in a circle.
Right, yeah. There's egg-shaped chairs in a circle, but instead of egg-shaped chairs, it's like marbled desks, I guess. I don't know. It is a shining hall. There are pillars with stars and swirls etched into the marble in gold and silver. You start to feel the cool marble under your hands. It seems as though you're sitting there in the simple yet stunning council room. You see hooded figures, much like the one you met this morning, cloth billowing, obscuring their faces and details, but the faint image of a body seen beneath the shimmering material. They're all looking down at a cloaked person in the middle of the room, at a pedestal. I'm telling you, it's not gonna work like that, they say to the council, confidence masking the slightest bit of fear. What makes you so sure of yourself? One of the ethereal beings hiss, and you can hear the sneer on their face. Because we'll remember, and when we do, you're done for. Just then, a piece of rubble tumbles into the reflection pool, and the image is gone. Why are my eyes stinging? Okay. As the image is obscured and you're taken back to the ruins, you see the pool has a shimmery, rainbow, sparkling essence to its surface.
Right. Ladies, I
Wait.
think we know what's next.
We all saw that.
Yes.
Do we recognize any of the voices?
Give me a perception check or an investigation check.
Everyone?
Yeah.
And
17 perception.
Okay.
12 perception.
Okay. The voices of the people in the council, or the beings in the council seats, the one that you heard doesn't seem familiar. The hooded cloaked figure at the base seems slightly familiar, but you can't quite place it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
The cat's still looking at us.
One thing I will note, you could see a like an X-shaped scar on the hand of the cloaked figure. Their hand was slightly visible.
Do you think that if we jumped in this pool, we'd end up in that chamber?
No, I don't. I think that was just a vision.
Well, we can't stay here. What if those scars come back?
We need to find our next portal.
Is it still shimmering?
Yes.
Okay.
As it's shimmering, you notice that the cat's ears perk up, their noses are twitching, and they dive both into a particularly large pile of debris, leaves, and weeds, dried up leaves and stuff. And as they both pounce, a jackalope dives out of the leaves straight into the portal. Or the pond, I should say, the reflection pool.
Wynne gasps very loudly. And she's frozen. She doesn't even know. She's just like, that. We need to follow that creature.
I think you're right.
Again, because she really doesn't like talk about her dream as much. She didn't mention that, but
Yeah,
That's
she
a
didn't
reminder.
mention which animal it was, though.
No.
But now I know.
we have to go into that pool.
You first.
Okay. She's gonna-
Right before you step inside, you hear a voice echo through the bathhouse. And the voice says, "These tests aren't what they seem. There's no winning. There's no losing. You must remember." And then you hear another voice. "Remember. Remember." And that was right as Wynne was diving in, so in you tumble.
Can I go in? I don't think she's she can't even stop herself. Even if she wanted to, she would trip on her own feet. Face like belly flop face first into the water.
Bubble's gonna jump in, a little spooked by the voices, and do a cannonball.
Yeah, we can jump in afterward.
I will check the water temperature with my toe first.
You don't feel anything because the portal is right above the water, so your toe dips into empty air.
Yeah, and then I get sucked in.
Yeah. So, as you tumble through the portal, you find yourself in that council room that you saw in the vision. And there are those cloaked, or not cloaked, but the robed figures with the wispy robes. And the one that you saw talking to the cloaked figure says, "Looks like you've all failed. Too bad. I had high hopes for you. You really could have all been such powerful followers of Theastra, but instead, you're stuck in your silly little village. Too bad." And before you can say anything, you're dropped through what feels like a trapdoor, but it's another portal that appeared below you, and you all tumble into the grass under your apple tree back at Village Astaria.
Damn apples.
Wait, was it an oak tree or an apple tree?
It was, but
I can't remember. You land.
I like it being changed.
You are, yeah, facts. You are back in your town, and it is nighttime.
Wynne says just that. Damn apples.
They do plonk on their butts. They fall into the grass. You each take 3 falling damage.
Are you
I fell
kidding
on
me?
the butt.
Yeah.
Guys, today's been a really long day.
And then Wynne's gonna like shoot up and she'll be like, oh, did we miss a ceremony? Oh god.
What time of night is it? Is it like late night or just like...
It is, let's see. You can see from here, you can see lights in Mournique's house, but the town sounds quiet. It sounds like it's pretty late, but maybe not. Either it's not bedtime yet, or maybe parents are wondering where their kids are.
I mean, maybe we can go check it out. Go where it was supposed to be and see what's going on.
I don't know if I want to.
What are we gonna do? Just go back to our homes and say, "Hey, Mom, Dad, we failed?" Or what? We didn't show up?
Well, it's not our fault.
How do we know that was the official test?
Nobody told us what to expect. So if we failed, that's not our fault. It's not.
You're right there.
Fine.
Well, can't you?
I think we should find one of our teachers.
What about your parents, Mournique? Would they know?
They probably know more than anybody. But they never told me anything. Maybe they will now.
Good idea as any.
Well, in any case, I don't really want to go home alone.
Wynne.
She doesn't say it, but she'd be too embarrassed at this point.
Sleep over at Bubbles again and deal with it in the morning.
Aren't your
sorry, I don't
parents
mean
gonna
to
be
say-
worried about you? We've been gone what seems like all day.
Well,
My mom's not around anyways.
I know we never do this, but do you guys want to stay at my house?
You do have the fanciest house in the village.
If you're
It's
okay with
not
it.
as nice as you think, but yeah.
I have a feeling Mournique would probably envy Solikha's goth house.
Yes, actually, Mournique thinks she is so cool.
I mean, we can do my house tomorrow, but if you're okay with us coming to your place,
Yeah, I guess.
Should we ask the village leaders what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I want to know that too. So we failed, so now what? Does that mean we're not adults?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever failed before. That means we have to be shit shovelers. They'll have to assign us shit we don't like. It will be shameful.
Do that. I'll leave.
Where are
Me
you gonna
too.
go? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go to one of those other towns.
But
We know they're out there.
we can't even get out of this valley. No one's tried and made it out alive.
How do you know that?
Because it's really scary and dangerous.
Well,
why
we
don't
can't
just-
make a decision until we know what's happening.
Yeah, if we just talk to people and figure out what happened. I mean, maybe you guys are right. That wasn't the real test, and we missed it. You know, maybe there's a redo.
Redo or not, I'd like to speak with an elder.
I don't
Or
want to
maybe not
redo
an
that.
elder.
Let's go talk to the village leaders. They'll know what's going on.
Okay.
You know, Morel would never let us just be shamed. Morla maybe, but not Morel. No offense, Mournique.
Well,
She's scary.
yeah, I guess she's kind of cool.
She's scary. Yeah, she's cool. Okay, so we all head over to the Mournique's parents' house.
Yeah.
As we make our way down the path, we see the lights on in the house, or what looks like the lights on in the house. As we approach, we see a golden owl on the roof. As we approach, it looks at us and it flies away. But we do see candlelight in the house, so we do know that the parents are there. As we walk through the door, Morla and Morel are sitting at the table, and they turn and they look at us. And Morel jumps up, clapping his hands, and he says, "I'm so proud of you guys! You did it! You did the trials! You kicked butt! You showed the whole town how freaking cool you are! Why aren't you at the bar celebrating? I didn't know you were gonna come home so early."
What is happening?
Wynn's gonna be like, I could really, really use a brew right now.
Absolutely. Morla is gonna stand up and grab a bottle of, I don't know how they do bottles of beer, but she gives you a bottle of beer. She gives everybody a bottle of beer and says, "You all did so well. Did you hear us cheering for you on the sidelines?
Was I supposed to?
I mean, your father was, I thought he was gonna burst the blood vessels in his eyes. He was screaming so loud."
What was your favorite part?
I liked the part where... Well, I liked the part where you all won the foot race together, hand in hand.
He
Right.
just like looks over at the other girls. Yeah.
The way you balanced that egg on a spoon in your mouth was pure finesse.
Well, you know, I've been studying really hard. And I will just telepathically tell everybody, just like, play along for now. I don't know what's happening.
Did everyone else pass?
Oh yes, I mean these are just silly games to get you hype for your birthday. Typically everyone passes. You get to pick whatever job you want. This town is all about freedom of choice. You know that. You see how everyone is so happy in their roles. So, over the next few weeks, you'll get to decide exactly what job you want and you can start getting to work. But for now, just relax, enjoy. I'm sure you're tired, so if you want to all stay over, we'll make a big breakfast for you in the morning. There's plenty of room in Mournique's bedroom. Bring in some extra pillows and blankets.
Wow. Very kind of you.
Thanks. We're just gonna go celebrate for a little while in private, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is your family now. If you are ever called to service to defend the village, this will be your group. So, if there's ever a manticore attack, we'll know which group to call. Well, good night, ladies. She gives you all another bottle of wine to take to the room and a little plate of cookies and some jerky and some carrot sticks. Balanced
favorite.
snack. Yeah, a little charcuterie board.
Hey, Dad?
Yes, my love.
Thanks for cheering me on, and I'll just hug him.
Aw. Of course, you know me. I'm so proud of my little girl. And he pinches your cheek.
I'll talk to you in the morning.
All right. Oh, and ladies, one more thing before you go to bed. How do you like your eggs in the morning?
Fake.
Excuse me, Wynne. I'm serious. I'm a killer at cooking eggs. I know I've burnt a few in my day, but haven't we all?
It's black toast for everybody.
Oh, Mournique, you sure do have an interesting taste.
At least make you have some like scrambled eggs or something, Mournique. You should don't just eat the charcoal.
I'm just gonna eat something at Bubbles' house.
So be it. Well, we'll see you in the morning, ladies. Good night.
Good night.
You all head into Mournique's room. Mournique, give me a perception check.
Very good. That's 13.
Okay. You notice on your desk a little note, and in the note is, you can see it's your father's handwriting, and he says, "I'm so proud of you. Everything you do is a success. I think you've earned some authority being the daughter of the village leaders. You can now access the archives in the town hall whenever you'd like, and there's a little key to the town hall basement."
Yeah.
You can add that to your inventory.
Got it.
Right. Anything you want to discuss before you go to bed?
think-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubbles just like,
What the fuck is going on?
Wynne is like, are we sure this isn't another sort of illusion?
I'm not sure of anything anymore.
Don't-
I wonder
think
if
we
my
should-
mind cracked yesterday and all of this is fake and I'm just laying in a hospital bed.
holy crap.
The four of us sharing delusion?
Are we all just a Lulu?
Are you guys real?
Think we should speak with some of the other, like, Numi, Free.
Am I real?
Mournique, you're real.
You're as real as it
You're
gets.
very real.
You don't hold back on anything. You just say it how it is, bluntly. I like that about you. I think you had a good idea, though, Wynne. We should ask our friends to see, like... They said we were in the trials, but we weren't here. We were in Rainbow Land or whatever.
No, who was at the trials?
Petting cats. All the teams.
But if it wasn't us, then who was it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Imposters.
I mean,
Some sort of spell cast on our parents?
I don't think we should split up for a while.
I agree.
Mournique, were your parents always like that?
Are they?
Give me a history check.
16.
Yes, you know your parents are acting really super normal.
Okay, I thought so.
Okay, no, it's.
Yeah, Morlo's not as bad as she seems outside. But, and you know my
Well-
dad is weird, so.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing that we passed, right? I mean, maybe we got hit with some magic and it was like a hallucination. Like, it's a good thing. Right?
We were told that we failed.
But everyone's acting like we passed.
And repeatedly we were told not to trust. Not who or what, but not to trust.
Don't trust the favored. That's what it told me. Do I know who the favored are?
Give me a religion check.
Okay. Oh, that was almost a 1. It's a legend. Dirty 20.
Okay. You recall when you were told that you failed. Do you remember what the robed council people said to you?
They said that we would be doomed to stay in our village forever.
You remember what the alternative was?
No.
So they said you could have been powerful acolytes of Theastra, but instead you're gonna stay as you are in your silly little village.
The lights of Theastra.
And you know that your town all worships Theastra.
Maybe we should speak with Priestess Sheena.
I don't think so.
You think we should tell anybody?
No. I think we should go to the archives and find something out for ourselves.
Well,
I don't really know who to trust, but I trust you three.
Me too.
At the very least, we're all
And
equally confused.
There's more to you than the universe thinks. She just says that to herself.
Aw, I think you have great potential too, Mournique.
That's
Let's
Bubble.
get some rest.
With not a thought in her head. Bubble is already curled up right in the indent in the bed where Mournique normally lays.
Yeah, that's how you sleep when you're at my house, so. And how you sleep in Dexter's indent.
Anybody
Alright.
else have any thoughts before you drift off to sleep?
I will dress my knife wound and
Right, yeah.
go and curl up with Bubble.
Does Bubble have, I have healing word. So Bubble's gonna, this is adorable. Bubble's gonna go to each of your wounds and just put her lips close and say, "Get better, little wound. Hee. Get better, get better, get better, get better.
do the hee one more time.
Hee. Get better." And then with a little, your wounds seal up.
It's
That's
almost
what-
like the Hannah Montana, like the whoa, like every time.
Me and my friend used to do that to each other in high school. Whenever we'd have an injury or like a bruise or anything, we just get better, little arm. Sing it back to health. So that's exactly what Bubble does to each of your wounds, and we go to bed with confusion in our brains, mistrusting everything we've ever known, and determined to figure out what the fuck is going on. Who was that cloaked figure we saw in the pond, in the reflection pool? Who are these Theastran council members? Why are they so fucking rude to us? Who were the imposters pretending to be us going through these silly mundane village trials? And why did we fail? How and why did we fail these, we'll call them Theastran trials? What did we do wrong? Who were those two voices that we heard right before tumbling through the portal in the pond? What are these animals that we keep seeing? We'll find out, or maybe get closer to the answer next time on Memories of the Future.
That's promising.
And we can all take a long rest, of course.